Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
So basically, last week we finished off the fight. It pretty much took all session. It was pretty big fight where we end up fighting two of the hags that end up showing up. One did get away, so there's still one left. We instead of taking out the Burgomaster and Isaac, you guys end up capturing them. So they are being held downstairs at the moment, being watched over by King's character, and wasn't someone else down there too?
It was
Possible.
I think
Savad's character was down there.
yeah, I think Zavad and I think no, Sin came up with us, right? Or
No,
maybe, no,
Sin was staying down there
staying
too,
down
yeah.
there too.
And upstairs, we have Tramadin, Katara, and Corzin searching through everything where they just got into a room. There's a very elegant bridal dress. They found a magic mirror that Strahd ended up peeking through at them. What's that?
What did Strahd say again to me? I can't remember.
It said something like how he sees you or something like that.
Oogie boogie.
Yeah, he went,
Well, if the wife is downstairs, we should ask her why she's talking to Strahd. It seems like it's the wife's room.
That's kind of where we left off. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like we got nobles downstairs and the wife, and ended right.
yeah, it looks like you guys still had a few doors to explore.
I think with Stella's taking care
And
of
there
the
was some
son in the
stairs.
one bedroom. We fed them and healed them.
Yeah, Stella and Udo is in that bedroom, chilling, resting. You guys got him food, drinks, everything. Does anybody else want to be upstairs so I can drag them up here, or everyone go where they're at?
Oh,
I'm good where I am.
yeah. I just can. By the way, all I can see is a black screen.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess I can move your token on here even if you're downstairs, so you can still kind of see.
To say they're downstairs, but they can see what's going on upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you need the anti-cheat.
Oh, right. Yeah. You noticed because you're cheating.
I was like, oh, look at everything. You can see everything.
Tisk tisk.
Anti-cheat. I can't help it. I look over.
Alright, I'm going to put this anti-cheat up. It's going in the right way. Sassy's going to think it's the wrong way. She's going to flip it and then realize it was the right way and
Oh,
then
actually,
make me flip it
yeah,
back.
that was right.
Oh, sweet. We progged. Alright. So, here we are. You guys are right now in the ladies' room with the dress and the magic mirror and stuff.
I think Katara covered the mirror, didn't she?
Yes.
I took a sheet and covered it. Don't need no Strahd spies up in here. Did we look up what's north of here? These
I
doors?
don't think so.
Alright, Katara's just gonna open up the door and see what she sees.
Alright. The grandeur of the master bedroom has faded with time. The once luxurious decorations have lost their vivid colors, and the room no longer exudes its former glory.
Wouldn't this lead to the
That is...
just a closet?
yeah. One side of the closet is an array of elegant gowns and dresses neatly arranged alongside a multitude of fine shoes. On the other side are coats, cloaks, and men's attire suspended from the ceiling. A rope reveals a trapdoor leading to the attic.
Oh, a trap door leading to the attic?
Mhm.
So, can Katara look throughout this, like the dress or stuff, see if there's anything incriminating to the Burgomaster or his wife? Except for the mirror that shows Strahd.
You wanted to do what?
Like, look through these dressers right here and to see if there's anything incriminating.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a investigation check.
I'll assist.
Oh, I am adding a change, and there might be some. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys if you want some changes added from the new book, but it'd be both good and bad stuff. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys, or if you guys just want to keep playing as we are.
New book?
Yeah, D&D's new book came out. Coming out.
Well, it's coming out. But there's been a lot of information already because like people have pre-access to it and stuff. The new player handbook. I am gonna add the one thing though now, where you guys can use your inspiration point for any roll that you roll, even after the roll.
Oh, well, that.
Okay.
So, see, I mean, if that's what they're. That's always been something that we've always done. Well, not here in this campaign. But I didn't even know that was new. That's how we had always played it in every D&D campaign I had done before this one.
It's not how it's supposed to be played.
Well, that's maybe why they changed it
inspiration
to
Right.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
They're
though,
also
like,
officially
'cause
making
now it's like,
consumables a bonus action.
Oh.
That's me actually official now. But yeah, but you guys can even use it for damage roll. Like if you guys just didn't like your damage and wanted to do so, any roll that you roll, you can even do it after the roll.
You get another dice roll.
Okay.
then,
That'd be
because it's
good. That could be
advantage,
good for
right?
like casters.
Yeah, you get you can do it after you see the roll, but you still only get one a session.
copy.
Well, why don't we just take all the good stuff and then not do the bad stuff?
I mean, that sounds
No.
terrible.
It works for me.
So through your rummaging and stuff like that, you don't find anything incriminating, but you do find 4 pieces of jewelry that look, fairly valuable.
Seeing that this burgomaster tried to kill me, Katara pockets it as payment to maybe if they have any expenses for the town or anything. She'll give it to whatever the new.
Yeah, for the town.
Yeah.
For the town.
Well, I'll take our percentage of mercenary cut.
99%.
Oh, Jesus.
We're trying to defeat Strahd. We need money.
All right, so
We'd be broke.
Katara happens to see it and goes like, "Whoops," and slides into her bag.
Oh man, I don't know what happened, guys. It just appeared in my pocket.
Yeah,
Did you put it in my backpack or you
How'd
put it
that
in
get
my
there?
put it in your loot.
loot?
And so it was the bedroom that's been explored.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say as I'm looking around the room and they're investigating, I'll say I've noticed that when I make a telepathic connection to you guys, Strahd kind of jumps in and just starts talking to us. So like, we might have to watch out how much psychic stuff we're doing
Yeah,
if we want to
Katara-
be avoided by him.
She's like, I agreed, and that mirror is very disturbing too. That they have this in this house, so clearly somebody's been communicating with Strahd. So we'll have to definitely ask the burgomaster and the wife what that is all about. There is this weird attic up here. I don't know. Maybe there's something we could find up there to look.
Let's take a look. And I will take wherever this hidden attic entrance is. I'll check for traps and locks and make sure it's not going to blow up when we try and open.
So, so you pull down the string and the trapdoor comes out, and so you guys are welcome to go there. Just when you guys go up there, please don't move because I need to change my own scene.
Okay. This is weird stuff for an attic. Or oh no, I'm seeing the outside of the back. Okay, never mind. Why are there gardening rows in the attic?
I think there's this, the little attic windows you have. I think that's the.
Yeah, that one window looks up.
All right. So, the attic room is in a state of despair. Wooden beams covered in spiderwebs support the steeply sloping roof, and a door to the south is only visible exit. Other than the lantern sitting on a small table, the room is completely bare. However, there is a discerning trail of footprints leading towards the door, suggesting recent activity in the room.
Very, suspicious.
Don't be
Does my
suspicious.
perception pick up anything?
Not at just cobwebs and stuff like that.
I'd like to test this door.
All right.
This one.
You checking for traps and stuff? You're saying?
Yeah, correct. I want to
Okay,
make sure
go
it's
ahead
safe
and
to
roll
open
it.
before I try and open.
So, and I'm gonna do a new thing too, where you roll like the check, and then you roll your psychic die, and I'll tell you if you need it or not, because it kind of gives away stuff sometimes. If I'm
It
like,
does, yeah.
Go ahead and roll the psychic die.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Okay. There are instances though where I may not want to use a die and then waste it by succeeding.
But that, yeah, I don't know.
It'll be tough.
I guess if you didn't need it, I would tell you, like, and you didn't use your psychic die. Like, if you beat it without it.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Then I will. Do you want perception or investigation?
Investigation. Or thievery. Wait, wrong game? Yeah, investigation.
I'll assist.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm adding a D8 modifier.
Okay. It does not seem to be trapped or locked.
Okay, am I expending the hero
No.
dice on that? Okay. Boop. Door's open.
Oops, door's
No more.
closed.
Door's closed. Door's open. Oh god.
So,
Ooh.
as you come in this room, the attic is crammed with abandoned belongings, including old furniture, damaged antiques, crates, boxes, and barrels. Along the myriad of family heirlooms accumulated over generations, a trail of footprints meanders through the chaotic array of items towards the distant end of the attic.
Well, this seems like a hoarder's place. I'm going to follow the footprints,
Okay.
seeing what this person wanted to go through all this rubbish. Uh-oh.
All right. So,
Uh-oh.
as Mayhem is just clunking through.
I'm Katara, thank you very
Or
much.
sorry, as Katara just goes clunking through the attic, there happened to be a glyph on the ground, and the glyph exploded, and it's gonna do 5d8 psychic damage.
Yeah, it hit me for 25.
Oh, 25. Okay.
I'm almost dead. Wait, I am dead.
Oh.
I'm at 0
Which
out
is
of
probably
44.
why it only said 25.
Yeah. All you heard is a scream at the end of the hallway, and a clunk.
Yeah, you guys heard like this big boom.
Is Katara conscious?
No.
I am unconscious.
Okay. I'm going to call up Trauma and say, Katara's down, we need help.
All right.
She didn't let her rogue go first, it got blown up by a trap.
Now you can do a you are able to do a medicine check to just get somebody up and bring them up to 1 hit point. You don't have to expand a spell, but it's up to you if you want to expand a spell to heal a little bit more.
I didn't realize we haven't rested yet since after that battle.
I don't know. Hold on. My medicine's a 4. I'll do a medicine check.
Okay. All right. So you bend down and you're treating her wounds a little bit, and she becomes stabilized. After about a minute or so, she wakes up consciousness and looking a little dazed, like, oh my god, what just happened?
Do I have to roll a thing so that I went unconscious?
But he just got you up.
No, the bad
you
stuff.
do.
The bad stuff. I'm not trying to cheat. So
You are.
I went down. I stepped in.
Yeah, so
I got blown the fuck up.
Roll me a D100.
The bad stuff.
I know, right?
What is it?
53.
Okay. All right. So, I don't want to. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, my
Spooky.
freaking head. Oh, there's. Corzin, I was a little overzealous. I apologize. This was definitely more your domain.
Damn it.
Hey, they're the best lessons. You're on your way to being a great rogue, because now you're going to be looking for explosive traps every.
So I'm gonna.
That's how we all get.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing to get myself up with my last spell slot.
Okay.
So if anybody else needs some health, I don't know if you guys want to come up.
I could use a little bit, but I mean, I'm okay.
And you guys kind of heard a little house rumble from downstairs.
Rumble, you mean?
The people
The trap,
downstairs.
The people downstairs.
Okay. Oh. Oh, I'm still says I'm dead and incapacitated.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. There you go.
Are you sure?
Well, I'd like
I still
to.
can't say this still.
Oh, wait, why didn't that give you better? Let's try. Alright, now try.
There we go.
Alright, so, putting her hands together, she utters some words, and, the group around feels a little bit more, has some vitality, brought to them.
As she's kind of feeling she's still not feeling too good. She looks at her party members like, maybe we must grab a couple more of our friends. I'm not sure what we're going to face if this was so guarded.
Am I still telepathically linked with Zavad? Like, can I tell him to send people upstairs?
I don't know, are you?
I mean, so it lasts for 4 hours,
No, it
and
just hasn't
we
been 4
began
hours.
the assault on the manor at about 4:30 a.m.
No,
I think
you're fine.
I am fine. Okay, so I'll message him and say, like, can you send the party up top here?
Well, who's going to sit with the burgomaster? We don't want them to.
I guess we can't leave him with Zavad. That's a good point.
Yeah, so.
I guess
Probably
Tanavasa will just have to babysit the burgomaster.
So, Sin, are you coming
So basically, it would be Radis up here.
Yeah, I guess.
up? Okay.
And Kataro's like, if there is a threat, I am definitely not feeling too well, just so you all know.
So, when you're over there, you do notice that there's a door, and it has a large skull carved into it. Written in white below the skull says, "All is not well. Enter and die."
Oh.
You hear a... No, you don't.
I don't hear anything.
Or what's the way up? Sounds welcoming.
I think we shouldn't. I think maybe we should be asking the burgomaster what this is.
Yeah. Without going to the door, can I? It seems like there's a lot of stuff in this room. Can I go through the things that aren't just like empty buckets and broken crates and look for anything hidden or valuable?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a investigation.
I'll assist.
Looking through, you see you don't really find anything really valuable other than like a bunch of heirlooms or just like junk that looks like it's been accumulated over the years. You do see what was a glyph on the skull's forehead, but the glyph looks dim now, like it looks dull. But it looks like it's probably glowing at one time.
Would a 21 have succeeded?
Yes. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, then I will preserve my die. Okay.
Can we can all see the glyph?
Yeah, it was just like a small glyph on the forehead of the skull.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
I am not proficient, or I would help you. Like you need it.
You can tell that it was probably the glyph was probably the trap. What hit Katara?
We should just ask Isaac too. He's been wanting to spill
So-
all the beans.
The glyph was the trap.
Yes.
That
But
Okay.
you can tell from your check that the trap it's not active anymore.
okay. So the snare has been. Now, what about the one that was on the skull?
No, that was the one that went off. Yeah, that's the one you see.
Okay. So I'm gonna just tell the team, guys. I think she set the trap off. I don't think it's trapped anymore.
Yeah, my head is definitely.
Okay, can you drag me up there?
I think we still need to go ask the burgomaster. 'Cause,
Maybe I need to make it an active scene because I did drag you up, but maybe it didn't bring you up.
I was gonna say I see him up here.
Yeah, I see him next to Trump.
active.
Oh, thank you.
Well, do you want
yeah,
to
I'll
go
put-
talk to the burgomaster, take a rest, or do you want me to take a look at this door and see if it's safe to open it?
With the warning on there and stuff, I think we need more information. That really hurt, and we're all pretty wiped from battling this burgomaster.
Fair enough.
Give me the group. Give me like a wisdom check.
Wisdom.
Yeah, I would like a wisdom.
Including me? I would think not me because I'm not
You
up
too,
there.
because yeah, you too.
All right.
Tara's still ears are ringing. She can't help you guys out with this.
Hey.
All right.
Did Corzin roll a 1 again?
I did, and then I rolled a 12 plus 1 for 13.
Halfling value, baby.
Dude, you ain't kidding. Never seen someone get more value. So, as you guys are like discussing, Tanuvasa does kind of bring up kind of a point. It's like, well, I mean, if we're just gonna rest for hours, people in the town might wonder if the event's supposed to happen today, what will happen with like where the burgomaster is and stuff.
But isn't it really early in the morning?
It is, but there's an event that's supposed to be all day today. That's what they're
Yeah.
ready for.
I think we're definitely going to need to get the folks that helped us together to see if they can't get a quick council of people here to discuss what to do about that. And also, we should probably get Irina.
Yeah, I would bring Irina. She could have some really good
Do we
say.
want to? Do we want to take the short rest, make it an hour, and get some health back, especially for Kotara, who ate a bomb up close? Or do you feel like an hour is too long to wait?
I think we probably need to get everybody. What time is it? Or because it was supposed to be at 3. Was that thing?
It is. It is 5:36 in the morning.
Yeah, then we could probably take. Well, I'm at full health. If you want me to, I can go and at least talk to everybody else if you guys want to rest.
I am feeling pretty good, but I'm not the most convincing person, so I wouldn't be the best person to go talk to people. But
No,
as
I'm
far
not
as being
sure.
ready, like I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think we need to talk to the folks that helped us first
Hmm.
and send them on their way to get people
Well, we need
that
to
can.
meet the bard. We haven't really talked to anybody who helped us, have we? Down there.
Yeah, and the bard is
No.
watching over him too.
Bard
That's right.
was
I forgot
watching
about
over
bard,
the
yeah.
burgomaster.
Yeah, Rictavio.
Yeah, I say we should probably talk to them.
Katara's like,
You know.
I don't feel any threats yet by us just going to talk to the burgomaster and then somebody getting Irina and all that and coming to a conclusion to that. And then maybe we can then rest once we figure that out. And then we can at least ask what's up in this attic.
Do you feel like what we have to gain by not resting exceeds the value of taking a rest and getting your health back?
Well, I'm saying if we're not fighting the burgomaster,
Mhm.
I can hold out.
All right. Then I will begin walking downstairs.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
If you just want-
You guys, you don't have to walk all the way downstairs.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Nope, you're paused.
Yep.
You're paused. Get out
I say
of here.
we get the
Not my paws.
burgomaster and Isaac and all the nobles into one room. I wish I had my zone of truth that I could cast, but I don't have any spell slots. Because then they can't lie. They can not tell us anything, but at least we know they can't lie. So that's another thing that kind of sucks. I don't have that either.
Well, we'd have to do an 8-hour rest.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't
Like,
have that.
unfortunately, we're just not going to have. I have 0 spell slots right now.
You guys act like you had a big fight or something.
Really? Yeah, we were asleep like what 5 hours ago. That's when we woke up, I think.
About that. Alright.
Woke up looking for violence.
Party.
Yeah, I'm definitely a better interrogator when I have my zone of truth, but unfortunately, Katara's feeling pretty wiped out. But Isaac's been pretty, like, turned on the burgomaster, so maybe he'll just tell us what's going on.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, bro flipped like a pancake. It took nothing.
I know, right?
Of course.
I still don't trust him to be walking free, but
Oh no, he's Grima.
Yeah.
He'll stab you in the back as soon as he would stab him in the back. There's no way.
Alright. So here we are back downstairs. You have Scran down here still. Rictavio, and you do run back into Tanavasa when you guys do discuss. When he brings up that, like, people are going to start asking questions.
so what time is it right now?
It's like probably took 5 minutes to get downstairs
No,
or so
yeah.
like 5:45.
Okay, so still early in the morning.
Yeah.
Can we get the nobles in here too?
Yeah.
Or we could take this
What
conversation
kind
to the
of
dining
powwow
area.
were they having at 4:30 in the morning?
There's an event to plan today. So we'll just say they're in there with you because
Okay. Then
there's
so
not
which
much room.
Yeah,
how,
yeah, yeah.
how many nobles were there?
There's 4.
4.
4 and the lady.
Lady of the house.
Mm-hmm.
So Katara goes right up towards Isaac, kind of limping a little bit, and she's like, "What is in the attic?"
What's in the attic? I don't know. Junk?
What is guarded by a door that just blew up a trap?
I have no idea.
I look at the burgomaster. Your turn. Speak.
He looks at you like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have no idea in your house.
Sounded
lady of
like
the house
some
might know.
baloney.
Could be.
Is this the lady of the house right here?
That is.
Are you the lady of the house?
I am. What's the meaning of this?
The meaning of this is your husband is not such a nice man, and I don't know if you are too. Could you care to explain the mirror in your dressing room that communicates directly with Strahd?
Huh? Does not.
How does she look when I said that?
Rural insight.
I'd like to assist her with that insight. I am proficient.
She looks alarmed, and she looks
Like she's not trying to hide something?
yeah, looks like she's not trying to hide anything. She's like, it does not connect Strahd.
It does too, my lady. So you're either lying or you're being hoodwinked by Strahd in your own home.
I use that to connect to other nobles.
So what is this mirror exactly?
It's like an iPad.
What the fuck? What's an iPad?
iPad.
What nonsense is this?
It connects to other mirrors that are like it and allows us to communicate.
Okay, so the other person must have a mirror to be connected.
Yeah.
Witchery.
So my question is, who gave Strahd the mirror? If he's able to connect.
I have no idea. I've never. I despise Strahd.
Yeah, I think it's one
I
of those
almost tend
things
to
where
believe since he has
I grew up.
hijacked our communication, he possibly is smart enough
Right.
to have set somebody to get his own mirror to hijack theirs.
My brother,
or
is,
maybe the mirror gets the power from him.
is the Father Petrovich at the morning Lord Church. I would never communicate with Strahd.
So your family does
She said
have
she uses it to. Sorry, go ahead.
communicate with the other nobles.
The father was mentioned specifically. What was that connection there?
It's her brother. Her brother is the priest.
Oh. And did your brother happen to talk to you about how poorly you were taking care of your captive up there? Did you know anything about that? That's one of his patron's sons.
I mean, did he not work for Strahd?
I think he was more misguided.
Well, then
But is that how you wish us to treat you guys as prisoners?
I mean, are you guys with Strahd? Then yeah, I would suspect that.
No,
but
we are not with Strahd.
well, then I would expect not.
So you're saying the way you treated...
Somebody who works for Strahd. And I don't partake in what my husband does. I trust him to do his thing, but I don't.
This
see...
festival of yours, the Shining, what's it called? The
what is it, like the
Morning Sun Festival or whatever, Morning Blaze Festival. Either way, what was
the Festival of the Blazing Sun?
Okay, Festival of Blazing Sun. What do you guys do during this festival? What was going to be partaking?
It's a festival for the town, and we celebrate the sun and not having Strahd in our life.
In town, we had saw like almost like a pier to burn somebody. Were you planning to burn these prisoners?
The ones that work for Strahd? Yeah. That they needed to be executed.
Without a trial?
I mean, what trial do we need? We know that they work for Strahd. I mean, we know they do.
So it's just do and ask questions later kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. How do you think we've kept the city
So
protected
with me
for
seeing Strahd in your own dressing mirror, I can assume you're working with Strahd and just burn you at the stake then.
I never.
And exactly. You guys are prejudging people before even a trial to see what is the occurrences.
So you don't think that they work for Strahd?
I don't think Stella wanted to work for Strahd.
I mean, isn't Stella part of the family?
Yeah, but have you ever heard that maybe family members try to stop what's going on?
Oh, so you didn't find her in the house. Okay. That's good. That's good.
All right, I go back to the party. I'm like, we're going to get nothing from these people. They are definitely against Strahd, it seems like. But they are so misguided. I don't think they should be running this town.
Well, Trauma's going to chime in and say, well, since Strahd was in your mirror, I can only assume you're talking to her, so maybe we can go ahead and put you to the stake as well. Or put you to the fire as well, because that's what I see. And according to your law and your rule, if you see it or you assume it, it must be true. Am I correct, madam?
I never.
Her and her whole family.
Yeah, because apparently all the family's
then-
connected too.
And then, obviously, since the burgomaster is married to you, they must assume that all of you were in it because we saw Strahd in your mirror. So that's what your law is. So should I go with how you guys do business? Because I will.
We have protected this
I'm happy to
town
do it.
for way before
No,
your people
obviously
got
not.
here.
You're obviously working with Strahd because he was in your mirror, and per your law and per how you rule, that must be true.
Unbelievable that you would say
Don't-
such blasphemy.
Now, it's not blasphemy because I saw Strahd in your mirror, and per your law, I should be burning you right now. Because that's how you're treating everybody else. No trial, no nothing. It's all guilt by association and guilt by assumption. We saw him in the mirror. It must be true. I guess we can go ahead and march you guys out. It'll be one hell of a festival.
You can go ahead and try. We'll see how the city takes this.
Yeah, if the Strahd stuff doesn't stick, then we can go through to the hags and why you were conspiring with hags and what your deal was with them to maintain their complacency and cooperation.
Who are you asking this?
Oh, no, I was just kind of saying it out loud, but
Oh.
kind of in the direction of the wife, since she's the one kind of doing the repartee
I've
here.
never worked with any hags.
Your
Do I look like somebody that could associate with that type?
Well, your husband had them in the house.
But your husband works with them. Therefore, by your logic, you work with them because you're part of the family.
I have never seen any hags.
No. You didn't give these folks a trial. I'm not asking for your opinion, madam.
Well, then you can
This
go
is
ahead
what
and
you've
march
already
us out.
showed.
We'll see how the city takes this.
I don't need to march them out. This house is made of wood.
So I
Like
Start
it.
telling us what we need to know.
I mean, what do you need to know? I've been answering your questions.
What was your end goal with the hags? And I'll look at the mayor.
The mayor's like, my end goal with the hags, I just met them fairly recently. I know that they work against Strahd, and they approached me with an offer to help against you guys. That was the deal.
Do you know that they bake the children of towns and eat them?
And feed them to others.
I am not aware. All I know is that...
Insight check.
Go ahead. How do I add these?
Does the
Oh, can I
7
assist
make a
with that
difference?
insight check?
That did help with the insight check, and it
Okay.
it seems like he's being honest.
So your need to be in so much power and not listen to anybody made you go to two very evil beings.
Okay, one,
Two.
I didn't go to them; they came to me. Two, I know for a fact.
But yet
from-
you give them all your trust. Well, we went to
All
we
of our
came
trust.
to you too,
They
and
came-
we destroyed when you wouldn't even listen to us about Stella. We destroyed your cult that was in your town.
I didn't give them all my trust. They were here to help attack you. I didn't give them information, or I didn't give them anything. They didn't get all my
You gave
trust.
them access to your home.
Yeah, to my
That is
home.
an extreme level of trust.
Which I can defend ourselves against them, so they weren't a threat to me.
So you're
Then why did you think
saying
they
that
had a threat to us?
Because the power of the friendship combined.
you're saying that these hags showed up today or last night to help you fight us and wanted nothing in return other than to just see us dead?
Other than supposedly you guys murdered one of their sisters, you walked into their house and murdered their sister.
Because they were eating children. They had children locked up, ready to be grinded into flour
Yes.
and eaten.
Yes, that's horrible. I wouldn't condone that, but if it was a mutually beneficial relationship at that time.
And that's where your sense is wrong to lead this town, sir. You are all for yourself.
I think it's mutually beneficial for this town if you two are not in power, even if you're not in coercion with Strahd or have the worst interest for the
You
townsfolk.
guys
You're
need to
horrible
resign
leaders.
and let the town know that you're going to give the ruling of the town to protect them from
Well,
Strahd.
If you guys are so for trials and stuff, then why don't you let the town vote? I guarantee you they'll
You
vote for
don't deserve-
me in. I've
you
kept
don't-
them safe.
Yeah, you don't deserve that courtesy, sir. All you do is that you've intimidated them. You put them. You've imprisoned.
I have
With
not
no trials,
intimidated
you
or
get-
imprisoned the town.
No, you haven't imprisoned a town. You just imprison people that you, quote unquote, assume that are in league with Strahd. You don't deserve that courtesy, sir. I will not afford you that
I
courtesy.
look at Scran and I look at the bard.
So you're just no better than what you claim that we are, then.
Well, I look at Scran and I
Sometimes
look
you
Yeah,
have
but
to-
we'll be alive.
the bard. I'm like, what do you say of the town? What do you guys feel? You did not like the burgomaster.
I mean, the town will feel pretty much like he says. I mean, they're safe. That's all they, for the most
Even if
part,
we
care
give
about.
this information that he let hags into the town, he let the cult into the town.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't try. I'm just saying you asked my opinion what the town thought. And I'm telling you.
We value your opinion, thank you.
So you're saying you guys would all rather rot with this burgomaster.
Look, I don't recognize you. I don't know where you come from.
Who's talking?
You're talking to Isaac, right?
No, I'm talking to the Bard and Scran.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this whole time.
I thought you were talking.
I was like,
Isaac
wow,
right
they're
there.
saying this.
The Bard.
Dan Scran.
I looked at the Bard and Scran, who are our friends. That came to,
Scran does kind of suggest that the town, the same thing that he told you before, like, I don't know how it'd go. Like, I know a few people are against them, but the town is genuinely, they're not miserable because they're safe. And the Bard's like, I've just got here a month ago. I really don't have an opinion on, or I don't know how they would act.
all I've seen, Scran, that your wife and you were so concerned of us even lighting one house on fire here, that you have a love for this town and you have a hate for Strahd. We brought this girl, or this lady, Irina, here, who is very against Strahd, also her family from the town down south. Do you think you and your wife and her could lead this town against Strahd and get rid of these mirrors that he's spying in, these cult houses that this burgomaster allowed in, and try to get this town even safer, but more fair?
I mean, I'm really not a political person. I mean, I've just spent most of my life just fighting, and I've never thought of myself as
I'm
a
saying
leader.
Irina, that we had brought to your town for safety of Strahd. Strahd is she's very against Strahd, and her town was against Strahd. That you guys can work together, and she could help lead this town. How do you think the people would feel about that?
I don't know Irina. I mean, I know as much as Irina as I do about, why would I trust like her all of a sudden?
I'm gonna suggest a sidebar with the team.
Okay. If you'll excuse us for a second.
Sure, of course. Okay, let's pretend you're excused.
Yeah. We went.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, we need to go get Irina. We need to go get the blacksmith. We need to make sure the blacksmith knows anybody. We need to get a council of people here as soon as we can. Preferably notable figures in the town that people know. But we definitely need Irina here so she can speak to everybody. For the most part, this town has been safe. It's a matter of how the safety has happened. And as long as they keep the guards and they keep everybody in the business as usual, except with fair trials, and I think Irina would fight for this town and do good for this town. But she needs to be able to tell them it's not enough for us to sit there and tell them, speak on her behalf.
Agreed.
And to be devil's advocate, why would the townspeople listen to anything that a newcomer has to say about their town? Like, maybe she has weight being family to a noble house, but these people don't know her. I think we are on the correct route of getting notable people to stand up in front of whatever we end up doing here, to show the people, like, oh, it's not just these adventurers deposing our mayor. Like, this is something bigger. Because I encountered their
Absolutely,
mob. They're
yeah.
not reasonable. They're scared.
So they do know kind of her because she is like the burgomaster's daughter. And the one thing that I do
Wait,
have
who's
to...
the burgomaster's daughter?
We're referring to Irina.
The other
burgomaster.
town.
Yeah, because he's
One thing I
right.
do have to retcon too a little bit is she used to travel here with her dad. I told you guys at the beginning that she'd never been here before. That was my bad. I just didn't read far enough ahead. So that's
Okay,
one
so
thing
she's
I'm
a somewhat
kind of
familiar
retcon.
face.
But she's not famous here or known, or they know of her, but they don't know her. So you're still on the right path. I did just want to kind of retcon that. They do know that she exists. They know her at, like, somebody who used to visit the town, but...
Okay.
Well, we need to send somebody to get, like I said, the blacksmith without the burgomaster's spy. We need to just get as many trusted agents as possible here. Get Irina, let them all speak. So when we speak to town, she would be backed up by trusted people by town.
And on a sidebar, what do we do if the townsfolk decide they don't want to kill the mayor? Do we just let him go?
Katara's not for killing an unarmed man, so he would have to
Well,
be imprisoned.
I'm not of course, for as much as I was blustering there, I'm of the same mind. I'm not going to spill an unarmed man's blood. He doesn't know that, but at the end of the day, yeah, he'll have to be imprisoned regardless. But we need to, like I said, first things first. Let's get as many people as we can. We can talk about the what ifs all day, but we need to get everybody here to talk about it that can speak to it better than what we can.
I say he should be imprisoned in maybe Irina's town, away from any loyalists.
Before we start talking about that, let's get everybody here, because they'll also have to help decide his fate. But best thing we can do is get everybody here to talk.
Is Zella anywhere around her, or is she still out in the town, assumedly?
Zella, the wife?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, she's still out at the moment.
Okay, we'll need to find her.
Find her and everybody else we possibly can.
Alright, so you guys are looking for Zella,
Yes, sir.
Irina.
The one blacksmith and not the second plant.
Correct. And, Irina's noble that she's supposedly going to be marrying.
Yeah, I want to look more into that, because that was that's a setup.
Right. Well, we definitely need to look into it, but right now we need, all hands on deck.
Correct. Yeah, one thing at a time. Well, I will begin looking for Zella in the direction that Rictavio came from, and see if I can't spot her out and about. If anyone will come with me, unless we have more to do in this house, like explore the upstairs more.
I say we don't go in that room until we're arrested. Like, that will definitely be looked into, but...
But that room is also, if there's anything in it, the townsfolk needs to know what's going on in that room as well. So if there's anything to be defeated, we don't want to defeat it and just say we did.
Yeah, so we have no interest in what is beyond that door.
I have interest.
I'm willing to put my body at risk to see if what is back there will help our cause more.
Right, but we might need more witnesses to what we have to do in there.
I see. So you want to bring a party up there to see what's going on?
Right, but not of just us. We need
heard.
We need people to see that door.
Irina, Strahd, Zella.
Correct. Everybody that's in the town. That's what we don't want to go in there, because it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be our word. There was evil in there.
Right.
But we defeated it, so don't worry about it. We need as many people to witness whatever's going on up there as possible, and not just us.
And Strahd did witness the hags, so that were in here. So.
Right.
Along with Ricardo, is that his name?
Yeah.
Rictavio.
Rictavio.
All right. Well, I guess we begin gathering those townspeople, preferably in groups of 2, but I can move faster in the city.
We will kind of do this theater of the mind. You guys just tell me what you're doing, and then we'll just kind of RP it as we go.
Okay. Well, I would leave the manor grounds.
It would take about an hour for them to gather people.
It depends. That's why I need to find out what you guys
I
are
think
doing.
Katara would need to sit and rest. She's not feeling very well.
Okay.
She's standing on.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want, I'll sit here and watch the just kind of monitor the situation. If you guys want to, we can recommend to the Bard and the warrior, I keep forgetting their name. Maybe they can go out and get their folks as well. They're going to know who they need to get. Corbin, maybe if you want to go and get Irina.
I can do that.
Right, so you're going to get Irina first?
So I will go down to get Irina. If anyone wants to come with me, they're welcome. But I'm willing to go by myself.
And I would say, actually, you know what? Corzum, just because the town saw you, like the mob, well, just kind of keep yourself hidden, I guess. And,
Pretty good at that.
Yeah, and then we'll just go ahead and then tell the resident fighter there that
I hate to put the child through it.
Go get his wife.
We have that child too that was actually in a cage, so it's like, of the hags.
Well,
So could be...
we're gonna need everybody, So yeah, the children, they're kind of a witness to what he employed, and then we can also use that as an angle of, he just invited people that will, possibly try to come for your children as well. So we need everybody here.
There's also 4 nobles here who weren't completely oblivious to what was going on. They may also provide information as a witness. But we haven't spoken to them, so we don't really know what's going on with them.
The other 3 nobles that's with the wife.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
4.
it's 4 and the wife, or 3
it's
and the
4
wife?
and the wife.
Okay. Maybe if someone wants to talk to them,
Well, technically they were in this
I
room
go and get
for
Irina.
everything, right? You just
Yeah.
picked them?
They were in the kitchen.
the
What
room
were
and
their
everything.
responses to the hags and everything?
I mean, they looked, shocked, like they don't understand, like, exactly what's happening.
Okay. But they did see it, which is the important bit. Well, I go to Irina's, and I try to not be conspicuous, in case the mob's like, hey, there's that guy.
All right, so going from just kind of putting your hood up. I mean, it's not like anyone's like particularly looking for you. You're able to get to Irina's house and knocking on the door. There's no answer.
Do I see lights on inside?
No.
Front door locked or unlocked?
Unlocked.
I will open the door and take a look inside.
Nobody's there.
I'll yell out, Irina,
No response.
are you here? Okay. Do I have any of my 4-hour link left with?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will say, Irina's not responding. I'm gonna go check out more of the house, and I'll send this to the 3 that I bonded to, which is Kotara, Zavad, and Trauma.
Okay.
Just look for
The
if there's
bot's
any.
like, have you tried looking up your butt?
Thanks, buddy.
Just
I'll
let
try
us-
that next.
Let us know if there's any signs of
Anything?
that
Yeah. So I'll turn on my detective's eyes as I begin going into the
search
building.
house,
There's supposed
she's
to be
not
kids
there.
here.
You just assume she's not home.
Or is anyone else there, like the children,
No.
or everyone is gone? Okay.
I'm still with the group, right? I'm still.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn. I'm a horrible note taker to the burgomaster's right hand
Isaac.
guy, Isaac. Yeah, and I'm gonna look at Isaac. Who was Irina engaged to?
God. She was engaged to Vasily von Holtz.
Whom?
Vasily von Holtz.
Where does he live?
he lives in a house along the way, and he describes where he lives.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of give that message to Corson. But
And it's
be
within
careful.
the town wall?
Yes.
Just be careful. I'm getting that information from Isaac. So take that for what it's worth.
Thank you.
And I kind of look at the nobles that were witness that weren't involved with the fight, and kind of look at them. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Okay.
where Vasily lives.
All right. So everybody is kind of in agreement there. So just be careful.
And I go there.
Okay. So you go there and you knock on the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay. A butler answers the door. Who calls at this hour?
A friend of Irina's, is she in?
She is.
May I speak with her for a moment?
The lady's sleeping at the moment. Is this urgent?
It is incredibly urgent.
May I ask who's calling?
She would want to hear this.
Your name, sir?
My name is Corzin.
And he walks away. See him, he walks upstairs.
I kind of take a peek through the door while it's open, unless he invites me in. I'm going to see kind of what the front area looks like.
You peek through the door. I mean, it looks nice. It's like a minor noble's home.
Okay.
A few minutes later, you see Irina come down in like a robe and she is followed by Vasily.
Okay. Say, hey, Irina. Hey, Vasily. We have a situation that we will want you to be a part of, being of your noble lineage, and it involves the fate of this town in the future. So I feel like you should be part of the process.
Oh,
If you would follow me.
well, what's happening?
Well, there is a change of leadership in the town, and we are looking into what that's going to look like. And honestly, you are the most qualified person. And so, regardless of what ends up happening, we would really like you to be there for the discussion.
Do we have time to get dressed?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Is she wearing like a necklace that wasn't there before, or anything that would be akin to like the necklaces the cultists were wearing to make them more susceptible to suggestion?
Nope. Not that you see.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, and I will wait up front.
So they go get ready. It takes them about 10 minutes to throw something on, and they end up coming back down. You can tell that they very haphazardly dressed. Irina goes to the butler. Can you watch over the kids while we step out? The butler's like, of course, madam.
And was I able to gauge Vasily's response or his appearance when I mentioned that the mayor was not going to be in charge anymore?
He looks concerned.
Okay.
But he doesn't look like angry or anything, but he looks like concerned, like what's happening with the town.
Okay. And I will lead the two of them back to the mayor's house. So then I think someone needed to go get the blacksmith. Was there anyone else? Zella. Someone needs to go get Zella as well.
Well, that's what her husband could get Zella, and I was thinking that they can get the blacksmith because they probably know him.
Okay.
I could go with well, I know Katara, she's kind of resting, so she's still here. I could go with them to pick everybody else up.
Yeah, so
I'm just very
Scran went out.
I'm very noticeable
and was able to get Zella and Wayland.
Wayland looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, he doesn't. He looks like Josh Brolin. Relax.
Oh, really? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess if I scroll in, I can see both.
Yeah, it's like Josh Brolin, Arnold.
Yeah, it's like they had a
Goonies
baby
never die.
and it's Wayland.
Hope everybody put their deodorant on.
Yeah, this is
Is that
a
Henry Cavill on the right?
Yes.
this is a tight space.
I don't blame her for wanting to marry him. Ooh la
Right.
la.
Got a big collection of figurines.
Oh, the one dude is definitely old Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't know. It looks like Josh Brolin too.
It's both, because you got Josh Brolin's like beard mustache combo,
Yeah.
but like Arnold's hair and eyebrow.
All right. So, it took about an hour. So if you were resting, you can.
I can short rest. Right.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, before we start this, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. So go ahead and take a few minutes if anyone needs to refill their drink or anything like that. And I need to get a throat lozenge and go use the restroom. I'll BRB.
Fair enough.
Maybe I'll be right back too. Fill up my water.
B or B. B.
I'm back. Man, my throat feels like there's sandpaper in it. It's been tore out the last few days. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like 2 nights ago when I was laying in bed, it just like started feeling like I thought I just like ate something wrong, and then yesterday it just It feels better than it did yesterday, so that's good. But man, it literally just feels like there's sandpaper in it.
I need you to man up, sir, for at least another 3 hours.
Hey.
Yep.
I'm here.
Hey,
Yeah, you're doing it.
Well, mainly because I need next week off because Dawn Trail is a release. And I'm like, I don't want to miss 3 weeks. So I'm like, or I probably would have called out today.
Oh, okay.
Wifey.
Hi, Ranger. Thanks for the 7-stream streak.
Do you think that's a 7-day streak, or you think it's a 7-stream streak? Like, does it ruin it for people, like, if we do, like, the double header?
No, I think so.
Okay. Just curious.
You think because we're doing 2 streams today?
Yeah, could we turn off the stream and then bring it back up? I was just curious.
Maybe it'll be 8 streams then.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is everybody back? King, you here?
Yep, I'm here.
Zen, you here?
I too am here.
Yeah.
All right. Then let's proceed. So we have the gathering of the 5 families.
If this ends up us having to go to Mordor, I'm gonna go ahead and leave now.
You have my axe. You have my trunk.
Don't you tell my trunk what to do.
So we gathered. We have Zella here, Scran, Wayland, the Baron, Isaac. You can name these 2 dogs if you want, Trauma, whatever you want to name them. And you should have full control over them.
Well, one dog will be named Grant,
Oh.
and the other dog will be named
They'll be who?
Hannibal.
Hannibal.
One dog. Wait, did he say one dog will be named Animal?
No,
Hannibal.
Like,
Hannibal.
Your name is Animal.
No,
They've,
Hannibal and Grant.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past me to name my animal that. All right, so
He did name our kitty Kitty.
I did.
It's a good TV show. Dr. Grant,
Shoot. Delete
Dr.
these.
Hannibal.
Let me do it here. Grant. 1 second. Alright, got 1. And all right, Hannibal and Grant. So we have the Baroness, we have the 4 minor lords, we have Irina, Vasily, and Rictavio with his tiger, along with the 5 of you. All right, here we are.
They all turn on us and start beating us up. No.
You gathered us.
Tara, do you want to start?
For me?
Yeah, if you want to start it.
Yeah. Noblemen, noble ladies, people of the town that work so hard. We have uncovered, I guess you could say, some disturbing things about your burgomaster. And we feel like there's a
You
change.
see him roll his eyes.
We feel like a change of leadership is needed to make this town prosper even more instead of living in fear of this man's vendettas. And that the town could continue to be protected from Strahd, but not by this family. They also, it
The
seems,
4 minor lords basically. Well, then who will protect us?
you have every resource possible of the people who actually love this town. And we also have Irina here, who comes from a family that has been fighting Strahd for years.
You mean that podunk town to the east? Well, what do they know? That they've been. They're nothing compared to what we are.
Exactly. That's why she is here to help protect this town and also protect her town she came from. And with the guidance of people who also love this town and the 5 of us, our plan is to go to Battlestrahd. We want to see everything he has done to this region destroyed.
You hear like a what? You guys. At first they like sound like shocked, and then like you kind of hear like a little bit of laughter. Like he's been around for 1,000 years. You 5 are gonna take out Strahd?
We are very 5 powerful and determined people. We do not wish evil to keep partaking this world of yours. And we have already gone to an account of trying to find a way to destroy Strahd. That this man should no longer be taking over your town or having you guys live in fear.
But we haven't been living in fear.
You had literally a cult that was ready to raise the dead and destroy you, living right in the middle of your town that this burgomaster allowed just to fester.
I mean, she has a point. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, there was, but
You had also
the
a
skeletons didn't come until
burgomaster.
you arrived, though. One of them speaks up.
They only arrived because we went in to destroy the cult. It was a defense mechanism. It was only a matter of time that they were going to strike at you. Wait, should we have Stella in here
Stella,
to be able to say what her family was
oh no,
planning
Stella,
to do?
you did not bring Stella. She's upstairs.
We have the daughter of that family
That
who was encaged and transferred into being mad because she was trying to stop her family. She can tell you the evil plans that her family had for your town.
the Baron steps up. But my guards and my people put down those skeletons. I still kept them safe.
You did
and the
not
miner's
keep
like,
them,
yeah.
you did
sure."
not keep them safe. We actually destroyed the cult from the inside. It takes a whole town to fight a battle. It takes a whole town to destroy evil. So yes, I do appreciate the guards' help and stuff, but we were the ones in the basement when they were doing the ritual to summon even more that would have overpowered your town, and we stopped them.
He's just like,
You
I
can't.
mean,
This is the
Yeah.
problem with your burgomaster. He takes credit and keeps on taking credit to make you guys think that he's the one protecting your town, when in fact it is the town's effort that's protecting this town. You don't need this man. You don't need his greed. You don't need his ambition destroying you guys.
Tell them about the conspiring with hags part.
Oh
too.
yeah. Also,
Well,
another
Yeah, I was about right.
another point is, which I'd say we should bring Stella to tell you guys exactly what was going on in that cult house, and what we, as we want to be saviors of this town, saved you from, but also he, instead of listening to us, was so into his own means of revenge or vengeance or whatever he wants against people he feel like that's stepping on his toes, that he doesn't listen to reason and employed hags, one of the most evil beings. Yes, they may not like Strahd, but they don't like you either. And they would, what they did is found them in the windmill, just south of your town, by the way, trapping children, eating children, and baking them in goods and feeding your own children to you. And it was only a matter of time by him letting those hags into your town that they would have been taking your children also. And this is what happened to poor Irina's town. No, wait. Was it Irina? Yeah, Irina's town.
Wait. So the person that you want in charge of us is feeding children to hags? That's what's happening in her town? And she's supposed to lead us?
No, she was not doing the feeding. We went to destroy it.
She allowed that to happen in her town?
They did not allow it to happen. They did not know it was happening. Just like you would have been not knowing it was happening.
It's kind of like how your town had no idea there was a cult and your mayor had no idea where it was.
I mean, the Baron's like, we knew there was a cult.
But you waited for us to dispose of them? Why? So you had somebody to blame?
Look, you came in here asking for a favor. And you offered to do something. So I took advantage of the opportunity.
Just like you took advantage of hags?
But I didn't know you would make the problem worse.
Also, I'm going to speak to the townspeople. As we were exploring the house, there is a very dangerous room in the attic saying people will die if they go through the room. And the wife had a mirror that was also Strahd was able to communicate through.
What? Wait. The Mire Lord's like, no, we have that mirror too. Even Vasily's like, wait, the mirror?
I would warn you all that you might want to find a different mode of communication, as Strahd is listening through your mirrors, by the way.
What?
Whether one of you gave him a mirror is yet to be determined. But you guys are possibly in great danger of letting any of your plans be known to him.
All the mirrors are accounted for, though.
Well, then that's...
Strahd has power to communicate through them, guys. Whether or not he has one or not, he has the power to look through them. We suggest you don't use the mirrors.
Never again.
We can't even psychically link with each other. We can't even psychically link with each other without him trying to interrupt that. Quit using the mirrors.
Oh, it's definitely. Wow.
Honestly, all the mirrors.
Well, what's even a greater concern, right?
Go ahead.
Or at least until Strahd's gone, they should be put in a basement or dungeon and buried. The trauma. Don kind of looks at Irina and said he employed the hags. The same hags that tried to get the children that you're watching. He employed them.
Irina looks at you. She goes, I mean, you don't. I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't know if I didn't expect to come here and try to lead a town. I'm just kind of.
This was not expected. We didn't expect to have to do this. But the Burgomaster may keep you what he wants you to think. He keeps you safe out there. But anybody who defies him is all of a sudden
burned.
It must be with Strahd if they define him. Right. But another reason why we have everybody here is he mentioned there's a room up there. Almost lost our lives to it with the booby trap on it, and it says all that enter should die. Supposedly, now this is the Burgomaster's home. He doesn't know what's there. That seems odd, don't you think?
Of course, he kind of mutters, it's kind of weird, huh? That was weird. Huh?
I mean, It's a storage room. I don't know about any kind of. I don't think I've ever even stepped foot in that attic. The Baron says.
This is your home, sir. If you can't keep your home safe and something that dangerous can pop up in your home, how are you protecting the town? The town is protected through the people, sir, not yourself.
I mean, who do you think arms the people? Who do you think pays
blacksmith.
for all that?
Yeah.
I'm sure
The taxes.
For sure, there's taxes in this town.
Well, who collects the taxes?
It's not coming out of your own personal fortune, is it, sir?
I mean,
No.
I've done a lot
No,
for this
it's not.
town as far as out of my own pocket.
I bet.
I mean, you think I live and sit here in a life of luxury? I mean, it's not a bad home, but I could live way fancier than this.
What kind of connection, Mayor, do you have to the brigands and thieves who helped you within your house?
I mean, we have to make alliances that some probably wouldn't like. But why do you
So
think our
crime is
people don't
okay
get
as long as you
robbed
do it?
on the roads coming in and out? Why do you think our farmers are allowed to leave the town and come back and not deal with the hassle of them?
So you're saying that you pay robbers to stay around to get paid more?
We have some mutual beneficial deals going on, but therefore it
Yeah.
protects my town, so I do it. I mean, he looks at the minor nobles. When was the last time you've heard of one of our farmers and stuff getting robbed? He's like, never. I mean, it's been a long time since that's happened.
What did you give them? What's the deal?
I mean, the deals are like, we can either give them some money sometimes, or sometimes we'll, if we have extra supply we can give them some food. I mean, that's a deal. I mean,
Where do these bandits live? Within the city walls or within the wilds where the creatures roam?
oh, they don't live within the city walls.
Where then?
I don't know. I've never been to their home. They live outside our gates.
They just kind of hang outside and you just keep them around by paying them?
Absolutely. They help protect the farmers and the citizens and get us food in this town, and so we're not stuck like her town eating children.
But then you also pay them to be your thugs.
I mean, they're not our dogs. Like they don't go on the street beating people like the way you make it sound.
But you can
How did
order
they
them
get
to
into
do
the city?
To the gates?
So you willingly let thieves through your front gates?
I let business associates through our gates, yes. And do they
Interesting
harass the
terminology.
people?
I would like to hear from Skarn and Zella and like.
You have to ask them questions. I can't argue against
Okay.
myself.
Okay,
So if
okay.
you want them to speak, you have to kind of
Yes,
ask
you can.
them. Yeah.
Skarn,
No, I hate you.
Why?
No.
Why would you would like to see new leadership?
I mean, they're kind of oppressive. They do everything by their own rules, and if you cross them, I feel like they take it out on you. And I mean, even Waylon spoke out one time, and now he has a spy in his.
Yes, Waylon. Let's hear about that. Do you feel like you're also oppressed in this town?
I do. I do feel oppressed. That's my Arnold impression. Nailed it.
I love that.
Get out of the hut.
I will ask. I'll ask Zella. Do you think this mayor has the best interest of the town at heart?
Well, like I told you when you came to us, I don't think he necessarily. But it won't be easy to convince them because we have been safe. But do I think he's a good person? Absolutely not. Would I like to see a strong leader step in? Sure. Do I know who it is? Same thing I asked you. Do you have a plan for afterwards? I asked you that when you came in. Like, this is the hard part. Like, of course I would love to see a better, stronger leader step up.
But who in this town is also a political leader?
As I've stated, I don't know the answer to that. That's why I was a little weird about this whole thing to begin with. But
this is why we've suggested Irina. She knows how to politically navigate between everybody. She knows the job. She's powerful. We fought next to her. She will protect you. Would you agree, Irina?
I mean, I didn't expect any of this to happen. I mean, I'm a caring person, so I wouldn't let the town die, but I also know that'd be a pretty uphill battle. These people really don't know me, so it'd be hard just to...
What about you, Vasilius? Is that his name?
Vasily? Ma'am. It's Vasily?
Vasily, what of you and your part in this town?
I mean, I'm more of like a socialite in this town. I mean, you guys might... There was like this famous lady back in the day named Paris Hilton. Lady Paris Hilton. I'm kind of like her.
Well, with you being such a socialite, do you not know someone who loves this town and would be more fair to help Irina run it, as she is new and they could be a co-leadership?
Or you can make a council.
Yeah, a council. Yeah.
Council of respected persons who want the best interest of the town. Like the blacksmith, Zella, Strahd.
I mean,
people who truly have the best interest of the town.
I think a council would be a wise and good idea. I heard that if we make two different parties, they'll get along perfectly. And
that's why you only have one party.
Yep. Two different parties get along perfectly.
But yeah, I mean, I think a council is a good idea. Again, convincing the people might be a little hard, but
we'll put it in their hands. Ask them to elect people who see who they want to have in charge of them, and then put all those people together and, make good choices.
The Baron goes, "Yes, let's do this."
We're not asking anybody to go out and fight with us. We're not asking. Keep your guards in the city. We're not asking for anything other than just
keep the
good
town
leadership
protected and keep things fair, and not
for
just...
everybody in this town. Trials, laws that just can't be changed as somebody else's whim. That's all we're asking. And keep yourself safe until we can defeat Strahd.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely okay with the idea of a council.
We know it's going to be.
Yeah, I just don't know how the town's going to react. That there hasn't been a change of leadership here in most of our lifetimes.
And yet you all feel oppressed. There has to be change.
Well, I don't know about everybody. I know our opinion, and I mean, it's still Vasily's talking. I mean, I don't personally feel oppressed. Do I think that they're good people? No, but or do I think that they're kind people? I should say no. They're not kind, but I don't feel oppressed.
Because you just haven't got on his bad side.
I mean, very possibly. I'm not arguing that, and like I said, I'm not arguing that he's a kind and charitable person either. But what I'm saying though is, if I don't necessarily feel oppressed, I don't know if the town's gonna feel oppressed per se. But I wouldn't be opposed to a change of leadership, and I think a council is a great idea.
I look at the wife of the burgomaster. I go, "Do you love this town, ma'am?"
Do I love this town? Of course I love this town.
Do you want to see...
Go ahead. You don't fully believe her.
Okay. I'll expend a die for that one, I assume.
Yeah, yes.
I'm going to get real close to her and say, I don't think you're telling us the truth.
I don't care what you think. I mean, of course I love this town.
Corzin, you don't feel like she was honest?
She's not telling the whole truth, at least. I don't know if she truly has the town's interest at heart.
Then I will not go on with my suggestion.
Yes, I'll leave the town. She said, yes, I'll lead the town.
She said, I'll leave the town?
I'll lead.
Oh, no. No, I was not planning to having you lead the town. But
You do notice, like, this whole time, too, Isaac's just, like, staring at Irina.
didn't all the dolls look like that?
Yes. And every time Vasily talks, he kind of sneers, like...
That'd be a side note of talking to Isaac about
Yeah,
obsession.
that's why I was just letting you know.
Yeah.
Like, there is, you do notice there's...
His room of dolls. I forgot about that. I'm curious about that.
Yeah, like, he's a creeper, but also, like, he has something going on with his arm that is supernatural that he has been unwilling to explain to us.
Have I showed you guys a picture of his arm?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
brambly and branchy.
Yeah.
All right. So I look at the wife and I was like, I don't think you have the best interest of the town either. I think you and your husband
I'm
are
so
very-
glad you can decide that for being here for, 5 minutes. Oh.
Here's what I would suggest. First, well, what time is it?
It is almost 7 a.m.
Okay. So there's a room up there that definitely needs looking into. This can help some of you. Maybe see what else the Burgomaster may have. One of the reasons why we didn't want to go in that room is we wanted witness to whatever's in that room. Would anybody be willing to witness what's up there?
And keep in mind, this
We filled
room
it all
was
the traps.
trapped on approach to explode when someone got near it.
It knocked
I mean,
me out.
the Baron
So there's
is,
some kind
is
of
even
witchcraft
like, I would
going.
love to go see what's up there.
In a trapped room that you know nothing about.
Nothing.
I look at the wife. I go, did you know anything about up there since you had the mirrors too?
Nothing.
Just to see, like, she's
I'll look at
thinking-
Isaac. Did you know?
And he's like staring at Irina and looks at you like, what? No, what?
About the trapdoor upstairs?
No, I didn't know about a trapdoor upstairs.
I gotta incite all these people. Especially, well, let's do Isaac, because I feel like the mayor's already shady and the wife knows too much. But I don't know how involved Isaac is versus being a lackey at the right hand of the mayor taking advantage of his position.
All right, go ahead.
I'll cast guidance.
I really wish I had my zone of truth for this.
So I'll add my D8 and a D4. I don't think it rolled.
You can't really get a judge on him.
15 doesn't do it. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I say if the Burgomaster wants to see, let him see. I say everybody needs to see, but keep at a safe distance so we can make sure no one, except for those who may be able to fight. I think the nobles need
I'll
to
say,
see.
follow me. And start taking people upstairs.
Let's see.
Unless there's anything else more people want to discuss. So, like, above table, like, I don't know how much we can convince people that they're evil. If we could have some kind of proof that these people are selfishly motivated and do not have the town's best interests at heart, like, that would be really good for us. Kind of hoping we find it upstairs here. Otherwise, it's going to be maybe they do,
I'm
maybe
not
they
gonna
don't.
bring
We'll see
all of them. I'm just gonna like
Say
bring
they're
one
there.
and just kind of say
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
they're all there.
That's fine.
Kind of there. Let's see.
I'm going to detect magic probably. Now that we're up here.
And let's make sure that it's not a room that keeps going back active after so much time. So I told everybody, please stay back. There was much danger in here earlier. Keep at a safe viewing distance.
Why would you just run up like that? Fucking Marshall.
I mean,
It's not at the
I was-
door.
yeah.
There's a distance on it, so if you walk into it, it's
right,
gonna
yeah,
explode.
yeah. Glyphs discharge and are inert after they expend themselves. But like, if I had seen a glowing rune on the ground, I wouldn't have walked on
It's
it. I'd
not a
just walk in
glowing
assuming
root.
like
It's
I gotta go
like
to the
this
door.
tiny little thing on a skull that's like up here. Then it shoots from
Tiny
there.
thing
So
on a
it's
skull.
So it's the skull that keeps
Gotcha.
shooting it.
Well, anyways,
Well,
I'm gonna
I
go
look
check
at the
the door.
people. I go, see, what could
let me,
possibly be
yeah,
in
let me,
here?
let me bust that thing.
Yeah,
let me
everybody
bust
looking
that
like
trap
kind
so
of
I don't
like
walk into it again.
shocked, like.
Yeah, kick it.
And the funny part, I'm like, ooh, Trauma detect magic, and he's ahead, so he'll see the magic, and all of a sudden I see on my screen a
Yeah.
freaking little halfling just charge across.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Can we break the skull?
Yeah, I think he already did that.
Okay.
Yeah. A little singed.
So now
I'm
that
going
you're
to,
there though, and you didn't go down, roll me a perception check.
okay. Do I still have guidance?
No, no, because you went
It's
all the
a
way
minute.
upstairs and stuff. So
Okay.
that's a minute. Okay, you did. So
Does
you did it. Well,
23 do it?
23 does it.
Okay, I
So
won't spend it done.
you did hear some a muffled voice from behind the wall. Roll me an Arcana check.
Wait, heard muffled beyond the wall.
A muffled voice.
Just a flat roll for me.
I looked at the burgomaster after Corzin got blasted. I go, you did not know or even hear any rumbles of people being blasted?
What's Raditz doing?
He didn't know we took a short
Oh,
rest. Radis to gather
okay.
people.
I rolled a 12 on my Arcana.
12 is not. Yeah, so
Okay.
you can't tell exactly what it is.
Okay. I'm going to say there's something behind the door. I can hear it, but I can't tell what it is. It appears to be making some kind of like sound, like it's talking or mumbling. And I will test the door to see if it's locked. Oh, investigate for traps first, and then I want to see if it's locked.
All right, roll investigation.
Now, I've been keeping an eye on the burgomaster during all this. Does he look?
Yeah, he looks shocked.
him
Like,
and
what
his-
the?
Him and his wife and Isaac. I've been keeping an eye on all of them.
Yeah, they all seem pretty taken back by the explosion. The door seems fine.
Do I require a die?
No.
Okay. Then I will check the lock.
All right, it is locked.
I will attempt to open it. Does a 18 make it
Uh-oh.
before a 20? Does a 20 make it?
20 made it.
Okay, I will expend it. I'm still out of 4, so every time I log in, it's 4 or 4, whether or not I
That's
have
fine.
5
You
or
can
6, so I
just
don't know
add.
if I'm down 2 or not.
Yeah, you can just add.
Okay, I'll make it 3.
All right, so the door is open.
Now,
What?
do we want Radis to possibly
Yeah,
go?
I'm gonna back up
I'm
and let someone else go up there.
Radis. Are you gonna go?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil on you. Okay.
Alright. Feeling all of a sudden like you have protection for good and evil.
Is the door open?
It
Where's
should
King?
be.
Where's
It
King
is.
at?
There we go.
Maybe he should be going first.
Alright, so the room is an assemblage of antique furniture with 2 desks covered in various documents and parchments. Strange diagrams are drawn on the floor amid the dust and cobwebs, while a worn rug lies haphazardly on the ground. A bookshelf adorned with many bones, including those of cats, loom in the background. In a far corner, 3 children stand facing the wall with their backs to you.
Right. 3 what?
Children.
Children?
Yeah. Hold on a second. I need to look up a rule for something.
And there's
It's
runes
in our
all on the
favor. I've
floor.
already looked it up. It's good.
Is that really all the space those light sources are supposed to cover? Like,
Okay, that's good to know. All right, what'd you say?
the lighting seems weird again
It
in
does
this
seem
room.
weird in there. You're correct. Let's brighten this up. Let's see.
So you're saying there's 3 children with their backs facing us.
Is that better, Sin?
Yeah.
Much better, thank you.
So 3 children with their backs facing us.
Yes.
Runes on the floor and papers and documents everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Are they children or dolls?
They're over here.
You're right here, right?
Yeah.
Right. As I enter the room and look more closely at them, do they appear to be living children, or are they dolls like you've seen throughout the house?
Taking a closer look, they look like 3 mannequins.
3 mannequins.
3 mannequins.
Yeah. And Trauma, you are detecting an aura of magic in this room.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure. I'm just gonna let you know it is gonna be a high check, but yes.
Well, we know I won't hit it then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you
Well,
detect
sign up.
you're detecting magic aura in the room, but you're not. You cannot
Alright.
tell the exact source of the magic.
So I pick up some of these papers to see what's on them.
Well,
That's it right in front of me.
You see, it looks like handwritten scrolls, like spell, diagrams. Like looks like someone's trying to practice spells.
Spell casting. And do I recognize any of these spells? Or what
You
type
can roll
of
an Arcana check,
spells there?
but this is the last Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana. Why am I going wrong? Okay, here we go. Oh, I thought I was gonna get the 20. Boo.
Somebody guide her. It's free.
Yeah, you cannot recognize it. The rune's over here, by the way, too, on the ground.
I can't guide if I'm doing. I can't guide if I'm doing detect magic.
Oh, because it's concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
I don't recognize the spells.
You do not recognize the spells.
So the runes, does it look like any kind of runes that we're familiar with, or
That's what your Arcana checks
oh,
for. I can't let you keep this
okay.
rolling.
Okay. I'm just. So can I drag the burgomaster in this room
Sure.
and be like, you did not know this was in your attic of some kind of spell casting?
He looks completely shocked. And he
How's the
says
wife look?
something like, I bet you this is him.
Wait, who's him?
My son,
Who's your son?
Victor.
Where is this Victor?
I don't know where he's at.
Does he live in the house?
He does.
And we have yet to discover him anywhere? And why do you think is Victor practicing magic?
Not that I'm aware of, but it seems like something that shitty little brat would do.
How old is your son?
19.
Which room is his room?
Find the rooms on the second floor.
And he's not in the house currently?
Who knows where that boy goes?
Looks like probably to collect spell casting. Well, now I'm like concerned, well, that was a very powerful spell that was blocking this door. And it looks like there's a spell over there by those mannequins that probably is just as ominous. So you, as a parent, didn't know any of this was going on.
No, I didn't know any of this was going on. I have a whole town to look after. I'm a parent to thousands of people.
So you let a cult live in your house, a son practice whatever evil magic he's practicing up here, and
That boy would.
it just seems like you're concerned for yourself. I kind of look at the town people and see how they're judging this about his son.
Can't even run his own house, let alone run a town.
They look like they agree with him that the son's a little shit. But that's
Do
what
the
the
runes
nobles
on the
say.
ground... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying that's what the nobles' opinion on it is. That
Do the runes on the ground and on the grimoire on the table look like the runes that were used in the cultist basement to summon things?
no.
No, okay. Is there a journal?
There might
or
be like a
ledger of
resemblance,
goings-on?
but it does not look the same.
It's not the same, okay. Is there a journal or some kind of written work about his progress or what's going on up here?
And it's just
I'll look around the room for it. And there's a chest down here I'd like to investigate as well.
Okay.
Okay, here's an investigation for written works.
That's for the
15.
The only thing that you keep seeing a lot of is the word scrabbled Yif Reekle.
What? How do you spell that?
But you see that repeated on a lot of things.
Yep.
Fucking rip.
Recall. Well, you already told us it was
Yeah.
Victor's room. Yep, recall.
So we already understand what that is.
No, we don't know what Yefrickle means.
Oh, so how do you spell it?
Yefrickle.
Yefrickle. Okay. And it's just scrawled all over the walls?
No, it's just
In the parchment.
through the parchments. When you look through them, like you see those words, like those words stick out to you, like they're on a lot of different parchments.
Okay.
So Tramadon's gonna kind of look back at the town. Does anybody recognize the kids or the name Yef Rickle?
No, that don't sound familiar to us at all.
I would like to investigate this chest for traps and attempt to open it if it is locked.
All right. Investigate it.
Does the 3 make a difference?
The 3 would 15, yeah, so it would make a difference.
Okay, I'll subtract.
But it's not trapped. With 15 was it easy to find out if it's trapped.
Awesome. Attempt to open it.
All right, it is unlocked. Yeah, and
What do I see?
inside you just find more scrolls and stuff like that. You find yeah, you just find more scrolls that has a lot of those words on it again. You find like one parchment that has like a bunch of words, but it's in a language that I don't think know.
Okay.
Let's see, what languages do you know?
The languages I know.
Yeah, I see them. Oh, there it is. Thieves can't count in halfling, so no, you do not know the language.
Might be dealing with a cipher of some kind. The Yef Rickle looks like it's just Fey Circle with the letters scrambled.
Anagrammed, yeah.
Well, just in case, Town of take a quick look at it and see if it's a language he recognizes.
I'm sitting here with a piece of paper trying to decode that, and then yeah, that makes sense.
No, you don't recognize it either, Tanuvasa.
What about me?
No, you don't either.
Yes, I do.
Of the face circle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you do.
Of what?
Yeah, thank you.
There's text written on parchment in this chest that none of us seem to be able to read.
Oh, okay.
Is it Orvis or Elvish?
It is not.
Can we show anybody that's...
You can roll me
does
a
anybody
wisdom check
recognize-
if you want.
Who?
Sin.
Could also ask people if they're able to read it behind it.
So Rad is able to read that writing?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
and you can't tell what language it is.
Good grief, our rolls. Yeah, I guess we can show people behind us. Does anybody recognize this writing?
No. Not at all.
Well, I am keen not to continue walking through this room with all his booby traps. Maybe we need to discuss this private room with your son, Victor.
Now, those 3 kids are still on their face in the wall, right?
Yeah, but they're mannequins.
mannequins.
We
Yeah.
noticed they were mannequins.
Oh, they're mannequins. Okay.
They it looks like that they've, from what you can tell, that they were probably used as like practice dummy type things.
Target
How do
dummies
they
or something.
appear? Yeah, how do they appear?
They appear a little scorched up. They look like they're wearing noble clothing.
I see. So someone wanted to burn some nobles, assisting it out of mannequins.
Not a good sign.
No. I'll say loud enough. The evidence in here indicates that his son wanted nobles dead by burning them, or maybe finding a way to make fire-resistant clothing for some reason. Either way, it's very sketchy.
Roll
I
me
will,
a very tough perception check.
Perception.
Can
Okay.
anybody assist? Or?
No,
Okay.
because this would be just.
Wow.
If I fail, I will burn an inspiration.
Okay, go ahead.
20. We haven't seen a 20 yet. 20, 20, 20.
The way our rolls have been going,
Ah!
Can't roll
Wait.
one. That's okay. I can't roll
You
once.
can't
We're good.
roll a one. Well, unless you do it a second time.
Oh, there we go. Maybe.
What's that with everything?
Yeah, so that plus 5 plus 1 makes 19. Let's see. 24.
But you can re-roll everything again, right? You can re-roll the 2d6 and the 1d8.
It's. I guess I could. Yeah. Let's re-roll the 2d6 and the d8 then. So we have an 18,
Okay.
19,
So,
24,
you
30.
hit it. You needed everything.
Okay, I'll subtract it.
So,
Yeah.
you don't even get much though, but you do hear like a.
Coming from where?
You can't quite tell where it's coming
Is he
from.
hiding in here?
I'm gonna say I heard something. We should investigate the room a little more closely.
Can I do a perception with smell?
Sure. There is a lot of different smells in this area. Without knowing like exactly what you're trying to smell for, you really can't pinpoint anything directly. There's a lot of different smells. You smell like
I look
magic
at Court and I go,
ingredients,
did you hear something?
Yeah, I heard a gushing of wind or the movement of something. I think we should turn this room over, and I'll start opening boxes and pushing
I'm
things.
concerned about the runes everywhere, though. Like,
Well, there's
Possibly.
and I'm detecting.
But why would
a magic,
he?
I'm detecting
Why would
a
he
magic
trap us?
aura.
hold on, what trauma?
Yeah.
I'm detecting a magic aura. Correct.
Yes.
Do I know where I'm detecting it at?
It's just kind of within this area. There's just a lot of glow, but you really can't tell.
I look at the
precisely.
burgomaster. Tell your son to show himself.
Hey, stupid jerk face. Show yourself.
Excellent. Stupid jerk face. Clearly.
Stupid dumb jerk face.
I hit it.
Father of the year, I'm
Right,
sure.
right. I go, this is the guy you guys want taking care of your town. I throw him back over to, like, Tanu to hold on to.
Well, I will roll the rug back, look for something under it. This display with the skulls on it, I'll look for something in or under it. The desk, I'll look under
Sure.
it. The crates, I'll look inside of them, under it. I look for recesses in the wall or some way that a wall opens
I
up.
look to Radis. I go, do you have any see invisibilities left? Since he's a mage.
I don't think I have any way of seeing invisibility.
Oh man, I'm thinking your other character. Different.
Yeah, he's
different.
thinking of
I'm
your Pathfinder
I'm thinking
character.
Pathfinder then.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Can you just borrow that for a few minutes?
Can you just reach
Right.
over to that world and borrow it?
Just call him.
So, nobody can see invisibility here.
No, I'll say, Victor, if you're in here, it's going to be real good for you to come out right now. Because if I find you, it's going to be a lot worse.
Are you threatening him? Is that what you're telling me?
Kinda, yeah, I would say so. I'm trying to get him to show himself or else.
I
I can
wonder.
roll an
I
intimidation
look
if
at the
you would like.
burgomaster. Does your son have the same heirloom ring you
No.
have?
As you threaten,
Oh no.
I'm not even gonna do this because if the fight's gonna be too easy, it's just gonna waste time. But you guys see like a bunch of those bones. Those bones that look like cats all come alive and they start just like charging at you guys. And you guys are just like batting them aside. There's like 8 of them that just come aside. as that's
Oh, your son's a
happening,
necromancer.
you start hearing some words being uttered.
Can we localize where they are?
Yeah, you can roll a perception check.
All of us, or
Everybody can go ahead and roll. Here, we'll just do like, here, I'll request them. That way.
Here comes my one incoming.
I'm not gonna
Sid got
expect
the
to die on this one.
It's always one of us.
Oh, way to max in.
Yeah, the tracks.
Not the worst.
All right, Trauma.
I have cat bones in my eyes.
So you see something, but this is all gonna, or you hear something, you can kind of pinpoint it, but you have very short time to react. So you pinpoint it over here. Now you have a very short time to react.
Is my aura has to be off, correct?
Your what?
My aura has to be off, correct? Because I think that's what I'm seeing on me.
Yeah. I think it's your druid thing, but for some reason I can't get it off you.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna dodge.
You're gonna dodge?
Yep.
Okay. So as you go to dodge, you guys see out of the corner of your eye Trauma hitting the deck. You hear the words that you've been reading. What was it?
Yep, Rickle.
Yek-rickle. So you hear Yek-rickle. So over here you guys see a flash of purple bright light.
Hmm.
And
As he teleport.
let's see what.
Not teleport?
And he vanishes.
Oh, okay, it was a teleportation circle. Yeah, if I was aware of it, I would have tried to dive after him to try and grab him, but I was not aware of it,
You
so I
were
just
not
kind of
aware
had
of
to
it.
try and figure out what was going on.
You wouldn't have been
Yeah,
able to probably make in that time anyways.
gotcha.
All right. Well, we see that he performed some kind of necromancy spell with the skeleton cats. And I look at the town. I was like, well, this doesn't bode well for the burgomaster and his family, because based on his rules, he is guilty by association.
Guilty of what?
He's got
Having a piece of
paraphernalia
shit, son?
He's got paraphernalia for killing nobles. He's done necromancy. He's conspiring with hags using their magic circle. He's got scrolls written in a language no one can understand. If this doesn't warrant a regime change, I don't know what will.
So, and through searching, when you were searching all around, you do also find like a journal. It looks like.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
I'd like to pop it open and see what's going on in the pages.
The journal seems kind of like a ranting.
Okay.
Almost just like an angsty kid who hates his parents. But you don't find like anything juicy or dirty in it. But how he dreams of like being a mage and dream of escaping the town and stuff like that. And it talks a lot about the teleportation circle and stuff. About how he has been working on it, but he can't get it to work right.
Oh, so where did he teleport to?
So the hags came in and helped, and he probably made a deal.
Or he just teleported himself into halfway into a wall.
Maybe, but like the journal just said that he wasn't really figuring it out. He was having a hard time to get it, and now he can use a teleportation circle using magic words. Like there's a bit of a jump there. So I would assume that he's getting additional help from people that maybe his father's not aware of, but either way.
Well, it seems like another problem for another day. We still have to get this festival in this town decided.
Well, if we are satisfied, then I am happy to leave.
I look at the burgomaster's wife. I'm like, did you know this was going on with your son?
No.
Do you
Well,
two even
shit.
care about anything about your son?
No.
Dear Lord.
I always wanted a daughter.
All right. I don't know.
I don't
where
think we
go
need to
from
unpack
here.
that.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to unpack that. I think if these people aren't convinced that this family is bad for their town, like we can't help them.
Well, I think the problem is we convincing
Ye-
the town people. Like, I
Yeah.
think most of the nobles are like the minor nobles that were there seem kind of on the side of the burgomaster and stuff, but the ones that you guys brought definitely seem on your side, with Vasily kind of like, yeah, new leadership would be nice, but like I feel kind of indifferent. So that's kind of where you guys are at right now, and that's kind of like
Okay.
it's difficult.
Well,
Yeah,
we may have to
I
leave it up
mean-
to the townsfolk. Maybe go to the parade, the festival, and then put
I mean-
the mayor up there and shout out his crimes and what we found and leave it to the townspeople.
I think the
Yeah,
only
and that's
way
pretty
this
much
town is going
about it.
to accept new leadership if we convince the burgomaster to resign his leadership to someone else.
Maybe.
Yeah, I just don't know how we're going to do that. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to the town, and we have a bigger fish to fry. So, yeah, I mean, best we can do is try to present the case to the people, and if they still want the burgomaster, then the town deserves what it gets.
I would like to try to convince them the council thing seems to be right, but I think it needs to be, the town agreeing to it.
Right, because you can't just put people in power without the town being accepting of them. Because like, what are they gonna do? Make them be townspeople? So yeah, we have to get the townspeople on the side of like, this guy is worse than what we're trying to do for you guys, and what we're doing is going to be the best not only for you but against Strahd.
I just don't know if
Without
it's going to
selling
be good to
yourself
bring
to the hags.
Right. I just don't know if it'll be good to bring the burgomaster with everybody else, because he can negatively influence them.
He could, but what's the other option? Not put him in front of them and be like, oh, well, where's the burgomaster? We want to talk to him.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. But yeah, guess pretty much we just have to wait and see, I guess.
All right. So what's the decision? What are we doing? Are we taking him to the festival?
Well, I say the festival, and we will announce to the town all the findings. Have Stella with us, who can maybe talk about, what her family's plans was, what happened to her. Have the son's mom. We still have to reunite the mom with the son.
Well, but the one thing is, I guess for Stella, what is that going to prove to the townspeople? It just proves that she was against
Well,
her
it proves
family.
that
It
he's
doesn't
willing to burn a woman at the stake without giving her a fair trial, because she was also a victim in her own household.
Yeah, fair enough.
She was made, and then we can have the clerics justify that she was, yes, made to be mad, and was living as a cat, very mistreated in her own family's house.
Guys, I'm not really a cat.
But I mean,
What?
And so yet the burgomaster is willing to burn her, burn the son. Like, it's like, it just feels like he's not willing to listen to reason or listen to other sides. But I say because the clerics will be there, and that somehow we convince the town we are all against Strahd. So let's all be against Strahd, but have a council that's against it. So one person doesn't have control to oppress people.
Better means to
And
the
then the
end.
town can then decide what they want to do with the burgomaster. After
I'm down.
hearing all that.
Keep in mind the possibility that if they choose not to overturn the burgomaster, like, we're never coming back into this town. This will be unavailable to us.
And then plus all the people that sided with us as well. So that's going to be another issue.
But I don't have any other ideas at this point, so I am for going to the festival and putting it before the townspeople at this point.
All right.
After short resting, I need a short rest pretty bad.
Do we all agree on that?
Sure.
Can we take a quick break?
Actually, would it be a long rest? How long do we have?
You'd have 8 hours exactly right now.
Do we want to try
Do
a
we
long
want to try and
rest?
sneak in a long rest? Like, can we? If we can long rest and get ourselves
Only-
topped off, like, that would be ideal.
Yeah, just because if things go poorly, we may have to get out of the town as quick as possible.
Yeah.
And by the way, did anybody go check on the horse? I just thought about that. That poor horse.
Oh, it's right there. It's fine. Look at that.
I guess before long resting, someone would go grab the horse.
Go grab it.
Yeah.
Or check on it at least. Feed it.
I'll say Zavat in his drunk stupor sends the eagle. Or his
An
owl.
owl.
Mhm.
To see if the horse is still there, and it's just
Grazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's fine for the moment.
So did we talk to everybody at the house that we shall meet and we'll like basically the festival of Cell or whatever will be?
You guys are staying at the house, though, right? With
Yeah.
the burgomaster and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we long rest then?
Yeah, I should have clicked it.
Oh.
Did-
Do we?
Did it not give
No,
you guys?
no.
Alright, so I guess go ahead then.
Long rest.
Click the long rest button.
Can we take a quick 5-minute before this?
Oh, sure. Alright, take a 5-minute break. We'll get through this. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I know this is kind of like a non-action session, but there's a lot to
lot of RP,
lot to
yeah,
get through
this
here.
one.
Yeah.
This is the culmination of a lot of work.
And if you
This
guys
is
just want to
No.
murder the town, then let's, then we can find something.
Murder hobo!
So, all right, 5 minutes. Be back at 7:57 p.m.
Got it.
Eastern. BRB.
Death to everybody.
Thanks, stream. Be right back.
All right.
Oh.
Back. Hello.
Do you guys want to fight the horse?
No.
Yeah, let's fuck them
Just
up.
to drop good loot.
And at first, I'm like, man, like I should just let them fight these scouts instead of something to fight. They have 2 health each. This would have been so pointless. They're supposed to just be a distraction while he escapes, but I was like, man. I think that'd almost feel more unsatisfying. Oh, I did forget to put the YouTube thing up on the chat pins. Sin, are you all ready for Dawn Trail? I am. I'm really
Sin's
excited.
dead. He's so excited he can't even talk.
He's like, freaking Dawn Trail!
Eventually, I'll see Dawn Trail content, but I am a level 35 Lalafell, and I'm quite far away from it.
I believe in you.
Yeah, it'll happen. I haven't had the itch to like really get back into an MMO, so I've been trying to get a couple levels here and there. I'm gonna be playing Erdtree pretty hard.
So
I don't think I've played Final Fantasy 14 since, what was it? Shadow something?
Shadowbringer. So pretty
Yeah.
the same as us. We bought Endwalker. I think I got like 2 levels in it, and I just didn't play. So it's been like 2 years for me since recently.
Was Shadow... Was it Endbringer or Shadow whatever that came first?
So Stormblood, Shadowbringer.
Yeah, so it's definitely Shadowbringer for me then. Yep. Yeah, because Shadowbringer is what had Gunblade in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I played that. I did like the raids with that. I was maining Gunbreaker because I fucking love Gunblades. It was fun, but then I got to a point where I wasn't able to really get parties to do the content I wanted to do. And with the way I was working, I would come home, spend like a few hours trying to get a party and like
That's
party.
That's
Pickup
that's
groups.
what happened to me too. Yeah, like party fighting became pretty much obsolete. I guess that's kind of back now though. Now that you can data center switch, because like everyone just goes to Aether to do it. But no, I 100% agree. I actually had to find a static in Shadowbringer because PFing. I would wait in queue for like 4 hours. Would get in there, do like 2 pulls. Somebody would die and someone would quit.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was pretty bad.
Absolutely.
On the topic of Gunblades, have you tried Monster Hunter Worlds?
I've tried Monster Hunter World.
Got it.
I like Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
I didn't like Rise very much.
I like all the
No,
Monster Hunter
we like
games.
Rise.
They've got a really good Gunblade in there. Like, it plays right into like the big weapon power fantasy. It just scratches that itch for me just right.
Well,
I haven't played it in a
know.
long time.
Is it a gun blade or I thought in Monster Hunter World it's more of gun lance, isn't it?
So it's a lance, yes. The idea is
Yeah.
that you got a stabby bit that also shoots things. So like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like a.
I would love
Trying
if
to-
they had an actual gun blade where you were actually more like quick about it, but
Yeah, there's this kind of like
the gun lance was fun too. It had its own like thing going on. I really
Wait,
want.
you got me?
I
Yeah,
wish I
you're
was
back?
skilled enough to.
Yeah, I've been back.
Oh, okay.
I said
use
something,
the-
but I guess nobody heard me.
It's okay though.
I wish I was skilled enough to use the katana in those games, the like big ass katana, and do all the protections and whatnot. But no, I can't do it.
All
I never tried being a healer. You gotta dance and sing and stuff.
right, let's get to it. So,
Ready.
you guys did rest while we're waiting for the event to start. It's like 3 p.m. Eastern. It's like 3 p.m.
Yeah, 13 Eastern. Okay.
Barovia's on the East Coast.
And
Good.
people have started kind of gathering. And
It's gonna be happy hour soon, guys.
so, who's with you guys? Like right now, did you bring everybody with you, or?
Yeah, I think we did, right?
Okay.
We asked for Stella
Yeah,
to
we
come
did-
with
we-
us
yeah.
too, and the son to reunite with his
everybody.
mom.
I guess on the way there, I would ask Stella, like, how does stay normally go? Like, how do we do this without being like, oh, it's the mayor. Why is he in cuffs? Like, how do we bring him up here at the right time and be like, hey, this is the deal going on.
She's like,
Is there a time for that?
we've never done anything like this before. But I don't know.
Okay. Is it usually feast first and then executions, or executions then feast?
It's usually execution for dessert.
For dessert. Okay, so maybe we be quiet for a little while, unless we want to just start off real heavy-handed and just be like, "Hey, everyone, this is your mayor, and he's a shitlord."
Now, can I put my zone of truth around the mayor and everything like that, so he's not trying to say anything deceptive to the town people?
Sure.
He can only...
He's slimy, like he's dirty, and he does not have their best interest, but he talks his way through things. Like he's a slime ball.
politician. Yeah, like he doesn't necessarily
Yeah.
lie, but he doesn't tell.
Yeah, maybe I'll save it. I just don't want him to flat out say, "Oh, these are the evil
Right,
people.
Yeah.
They killed,"
Kind of like the
lie and say we killed people we didn't kill or anything like that.
kind of like the people from that hit series that's better than the book, Wheel of Time.
Oh, stop.
You know how the women in
Yeah.
their
The Aes Sedai.
Aes Sedai.
Aes Sedai.
Heard it was so good.
Yeah, the show is so good. Books are meh, but
Just like I heard Acolyte is a masterpiece of Star Wars.
masterpiece.
I can hear the weeping and gnashing of teeth across the world right now.
What's Star Wars? I mean, I know of these movies that were before,
It's
but
the
they haven't
J.J.
made it in
Abrams
a while.
series with Ray.
I never heard of it.
Anyways. So you're not gonna do the zone of truth.
Well, I just didn't want him to say, "Oh, he's gonna tell a flat out lie about
Well,
us,"
I
and
mean,
then
you can do it. I said you can.
okay.
I would do the zone of truth, and then
Yeah.
if we ask him a direct question, he can't lie about it. It can.
Yeah, he can be
can't
evasive
hurt, right,
or
right,
just
right.
not answer,
Right.
but he also
But it
gets
can still help.
he also gets a charisma saving throw. It's only on a fail save.
But you
too,
know
so
if he
can't-
fails it.
Okay. Well, whatever you decide to.
So
Pointed questions.
Am I putting it up?
go for it.
Okay, I'll just-
Yeah, do it.
And just like to speed along the process, we'll just say like the town started gathering, and you guys get their attention. The question though is how. So I think how I'm gonna do it is you guys choose a representative. You can pick up to 2. And we're gonna do like you're gonna tell your thing, make your spiel, and I'll make the DCs as good as the spiels is, and then we're gonna have to make multiple persuasion checks to persuade the crowd. But depending on your argument, and each time they go more, the more you pass, the little bit easier it gets because you're swinging the thing. So, who wants to be the lawyer?
I don't have very good charisma, so
Mine's
I don't
bad.
think any of us does. Besides,
It's going to be
Well-
Katara, I think.
My charisma.
Maybe Radis. What's your charisma?
Charisma's under what?
Charisma.
Charisma.
I'm plus 3. I'm a 16 plus 3.
Ooh, okay.
Tanagasa is an amazing face. He's got 8 charisma,
That's pretty
and
good.
That's kind of where I'm sitting.
he's
You're
gigantic.
just gonna be the hype man, but in the back, like
He'll just stand up and be like, "You want to disagree with me? I will break your face."
I can be
What's
the
your
council,
charisma, Radis?
counsel to the council, but I'm 8 charisma for me.
8 charisma? Okay, so
17.
really it is just Katara.
Oh, dear
Oh, you
Lord.
17?
I'm
Okay, 17's as good as Katara. Should be you two, I think. Or metal-clad beacons of holy light.
So it's Radis and me.
I think so.
That.
And then what I would like to do is make a psychic bond with Kotara, Radis, and then Zella. in case we need to ask her questions or get her input on something. It seems like she's more in the know as to like what's going on, what people are feeling, what may or may not work, so that we can all kind of like quietly communicate. E.g. Strahd, but the option is there, and it will last for 7 hours.
7 hours of Strahd listening to you. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. So here we are. The town people have come forward. Hey, what's going on? Whoa, why do you have the burgomaster? You want to take over the town?
So Katara comes and she
They start throwing their garbage at you.
no. Oh my God! Stop!
What?
You stop throwing garbage
It's
at
an
me.
interactive experience.
It's that 4D D&D.
Can I, as I go to present, can I cast Calm Emotions on the crowd?
You can. Can you do
Is Zone of Truth
I was about to say, can you do both of
concentration?
those?
Let me look. Might be.
Uh,
No, Zone of Truth is not. It just lasts
Okay.
for 10 minutes, so that will go by pretty fast.
Then sure. The witch is casting spells. Burn her. Oh wait, we're okay now. How big's the aura?
20 feet.
Okay, it's not
20
very
foot
big.
radius.
Okay.
Huh? Should I not cast it then?
I mean, that's up to you. I also need you to roll me a DC check of intelligence.
Me?
Yes.
I guess I won't. I just kind of want them to be calm when they're like hearing me out, but I guess I won't cast it. If you're saying they're going to get all.
Yeah. It's a 20-foot radius, so like you can get a chunk of people, but if there's too many, then
I'm going to cast guidance onto Katara
Hey, not for this though.
for everything.
What is that?
9.
You have no plus.
It was 7 plus
Okay.
2, so 9.
So I forgot to do this. When you were long resting, you didn't sleep well. You had a bunch of nightmares of explosions of stuff
I
like
don't
that.
dream.
Uh,
How do I have nightmares? I don't dream.
well, then you were disturbed while you
Okay.
were.
Felt like something was after me.
Yeah, because this isn't like a spell.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is just supposed to be your
Uh-huh.
punishment for dying. Yeah, you just had like,
Okay.
so you got one level of exhaustion.
Okay.
You didn't sleep well. Okay, so
Good townspeople of this town. I don't know. I just put me on the spot. Putting me on the spot.
Jackie just
She's-
rolled a 1 charisma IRL.
She's exhausted.
Good townspeople.
Good people of this
Of the
town
town.
are good.
We should probably just leave now.
Well, she's exhausted, right? No. Okay. She's going.
Abort mission.
We stand.
On second thought, not a great idea.
All right, so we stand before you along with your fair citizens of Zella, Scar. Stop.
Good townspeople of town of Townsville.
I can't think.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was trying to think what I was going to say next, and then it just came out right. Let me go on AI real quick. We bring forth your burgomaster as he is doing unfair treatment of the people of your town. I would like to have a fair trial for your burgomaster, as that's what we're trying to push for this town. And so that's why we bring forth, when you guys usually would kill somebody and celebrate the burning of death, that we are going to show you a better way to do this by holding a trial and telling you what this man has done and how he doesn't seem to have exactly the best interest of your town.
But he's kept us safe.
Do you feel safe?
Yes.
Did you feel safe when all those skeletons came up?
I didn't when they came up, but I was when they took them out.
So the only reason why they took him out, because you see us 5 right here, destroyed the ones who were summoning as more would have came and totally overturned your town. Your burgomaster allowed this cult to fester into your town. Your burgomaster also hired hags who are in themselves evil, as we have witnessed them terrorizing and eating children and forcing other people to eat their own children. Employed hags just for his own benefit.
You hear that, what is her name again? The chef lady go, I do not feed them children.
You don't, but the hags he employed would start capturing your children and therefore cooking them in their children pies. I don't know.
Children pies.
Whatever the beef pies it was.
Hildegard.
Children pies.
We also have your burgomaster also has no care for his own children or his son, who was practicing necromancy in his own attic of his own house, of wanting to also burn and destroy nobles. So I feel like he is not altogether, as you may have felt safe. I felt like an eruption was about to happen, as he was only looking out for himself and maybe not for the entire town.
Do you want to add anything to it, Sin?
What'd you say?
Do you want to add anything to this?
Not really.
Good townspeople of Townsville. All right. So go ahead and roll a perception check or a persuasion check, Sassy.
Can I use my inspiration for it?
I mean, you can choose to use it if you fail
Afterwards.
now, remember?
Okay.
Is my guidance active for her now?
Isn't guidance only 1 minute?
Oh, I have no idea.
Correct.
Maybe. Yeah, 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah, so probably not.
So why is it saying disadvantage highlighted? Oh,
because you're exhausted.
Are you gonna make me give a speech if I roll?
Yeah.
I guess I'll use my inspiration.
Then what's the point of even rolling?
So if I use my inspiration, I could have rolled as normal, right?
Huh? You what, Sass?
You would roll another d20 and then take the higher of
But would I be at disadvantage of rolling?
No, you would just roll another d20, and that's
I
what
guess
you
I'll
get.
use my inspiration. There we go.
Okay.
So, well, the way disadvantage works is you take the lowest of them. You can replace your lowest with a 20, and then your next highest becomes your lowest.
So what? That means you rolled a 14, 15, 16, 17, 17. Okay. That's still good. You can feel like they start warming up a little bit, but not like fully convinced. Like, then who's gonna lead us?
Well, we propose a council of people who really care about this town. We got sucked in this town and seen the evils that Strahd has done. It just doesn't pay to just be safe in one town. There's other towns suffering. There's other areas of this zone suffering. Our goal, not that you have to go with us, our goal as us 6 adventurers is we will destroy Strahd. We are going to find a way. As you can't just keep relying on safety in one town. We literally saw in mirrors Strahd has been snooping on every one of your nobles in this town. Strahd is very much of a presence with its cult that was in this town. You guys think you have this feeling of safety because this burgomaster has made you kind of feel that way. But deep down, Strahd is in the trenches of this town. And the overall thing is to destroy him. For us to do that, we would like a council of people to keep this town strong so we can unite and find the resources that we need to destroy Strahd, and we can make this whole zone and this whole world of yours safe.
Oh, gosh. I mean, what do you have to say, Baron? You guys come up there and talk?
I mean, we kind of have to, right? I do have the zone.
What's the other option? Gag him?
As long as he's in the zone of truth.
Yeah, he is in the zone of truth. Unless this is taking more than 10 minutes.
No, I'm not gonna do that. That'd be kind of dicky. The Baron steps up and goes, I have been here as your leader for many, many years. You've been safe under my rule, and that's all that matters. You guys have not been attacked by wolves. You have not been robbed. You've not had any issues other than just being safe. Now, you go ask anybody from outside this town and you ask how safe they feel compared to where you guys are at. That's because of me. I've led them. Or I've led you guys to this promised land.
I think what...
Good.
I think what has kept you guys safe also, that the Baron would probably take perfect credit for, is you have, and can I tell the history of the book I have and show them about the bones that protects the essence of Strahd from their town that is buried in this town?
Mm-hmm.
So I tell them that, and then I tell them that
Fake news.
He just manipulates the fact to make it look like it's always him. But there's all these secret things that is under what he's doing that is such a danger to your town. And also burning people at the stake without a fair trial, as like this poor lady right before me. And I tell her story to let them know, yes, she may have been the daughter of a cultist, but this is what was done to her by the cult. This is what she was pushed through. And also about the Baron did not give her a chance to speak and just was going to burn her at the stake. Along with, and I look at the mother and son, along with your son, that you thought he was going to let go in a fair trial. No, he was going to be killed here, right in the stake. This is more of a dictatorship. He wants to keep you safe on his terms only. You guys should have a say in your town too. And it's not just him that's keeping you protected. You have a sacred magical protection in this town. And a council of people in like mind who want to keep this town safe can also find ways of making your farmers are safe and find ways that the wolves don't attack or anything like that. It should be a group effort, not just one man doing what he wants to do and controlling you. As I know some of you feel oppressed, and I point out some of the people and what happened to them with Strahd and what happened with the blacksmith. It's like one man shouldn't have a full control of your town just because you guys have a small blanket that you feel you're under your blanket and then have your comfort blanket.
So go ahead and roll persuasion, but because there's a good speech, whatever, don't roll with disadvantage. Just roll over.
Normal.
Ooh, let's go.
Needed that.
The crowd, you feel them start shifting towards your guys' side. The few of you guys that are connected, you hear, good. Do the psychic connection.
Right.
Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always going to be around as long as I use them.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Baron's like, despite what she says, it doesn't matter. The question is, have you been safe with me? Are you going to be better today or tomorrow than you were today with me? I've kept you safe, and you know that I've kept you safe, but she says it's been a bunch of other things that have kept you safe, but are you willing to risk that? What if it was me? What if it is me that is keeping you safe? Would you risk your safety for a change that you guys didn't want until these strangers came in this town? You didn't even know. Everybody was happy. I would say we banish these strangers out of this town and get rid of them for good.
Oh, that's a good one too.
You feel them start like tugging a little bit more in the other direction, like, yeah, well, we were safe.
If you banish us, you banish all hope for us to be able to have the resources to defeat Strahd. We defeated your cultists that were in this town. We provided that safety for you all. We turned an innocent woman who was trying to go against her family, got her out of her madness. The clerics can vouch for that. We are researching ways to destroy this evil power, in which then you can leave this town and visit other towns and maybe family that's in other towns, and not having to worry about that this is the only safe haven. You need to stop being selfish and just thinking about your own safety. You got to think about this land and what we are promising that we want to do for this land.
A few of them did heal me.
We are not your enemies to be banished. If that's what your burgomaster wants to do, is just to banish us, it's once again for his own self-serving purpose. Because he's having somebody ask questions and somebody who's willing to challenge his rule of just doing what he wants.
Roll it. This normal. Boo! Get this bitch off the stage. You can tell that they're just not sounding fully convinced yet. The Baron is just like, you guys are safe with me. That's all you need to know. You guys, I love you. Wait, he doesn't say that. He's under Zone of Truth. He does not love them. He's like, I've been here. I've grown here. I've lived here. I'm here. I keep you safe.
I think it's funny, his only argument, because he can't lie to you guys, is that he keeps you safe.
The crowd's like,
But
that's
does he?
what we care about.
Is that all you care about?
Safety.
But we can keep you safe too. We have proved it. He could not destroy the cultists. We destroyed the cultists. He was going to summon even more skeletons. We cured your town. He's just trying to take credit for it.
Roll it.
Corzin will whisper in your head, ask him
Yeah,
if he
fine.
has the town's best interest in mind. It's a yes or no question.
Do you have the town's best interest? The town, not yours, best interests in mind? I just stare at the burgomaster.
He says,
Keep them safe? Is that what you're going to say?
the interest is keeping them safe as well. So,
But do you actually care
even
to
if it's
keep them
mutually
safe or just yourself?
Even if it's mutually beneficial.
So you're saying you only do things to benefit yourself.
And it's mutually beneficial.
And if it stopped being mutually beneficial, would you let this town burn?
It would never happen.
And why is that?
Because we need this town.
So we need the town, but you don't need the town's people.
we need the people as well to help keep it safe.
Were you going to burn those people at the stake without a trial?
I mean, the people would have wanted it.
How would you have known the people would want that?
You see, this is our first time. And you hear the crowd like, yeah, yeah,
So you guys just like burning people?
yeah, burn 'em.
Wait, I didn't roll mine.
Yeah, we're in a row.
Our rolls are so garbage.
Baron's rolling too high.
This Baron's too convincing. The Baron, like, I am here for you guys today and always. I say we banish them. We banish the Skinners. We banish the merchant or the armor.
Blacksmith.
We banish them.
So he
because
banishes anybody who questions his authority and questions the way he does things. Is that what you as a people want? Just to keep following him like little lemmings?
I banish people who are causing unrest, and you guys are causing unrest. All right.
The only person I see causing unrest is you.
All right, we're gonna do one more roll.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's gonna be your roll versus his roll, and the winner is going to take it because we can do this all night.
Yeah.
Got any of those hero points left?
Yeah, I do have a hero point.
You're welcome to use it.
Yeah, what does a hero point do again?
Plus 1d8 to your roll.
Plus 1d8? Yeah.
And you can use as many as you want.
I have to choose beforehand.
Yes, you have to choose that beforehand.
Is Tanuvasa able to contribute to this in any way by
No,
just
a Sin could, but Tanuvasa cannot.
Okay.
How can I contribute?
You can use a hero point if you would like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So if we both use a hero point, it'll be 2.
It'd be a plus 2d8 to your roll.
Okay. I'll use a hero point.
It'll roll it automatically when you click off it.
So,
Alright, so you got a 2. Sin got a 3. So 5 total. So now go ahead and just roll your 8.
normal?
Yep. I thought that was me a 2.
23.
So 26
Mm-hmm.
is the roll. The beat.
He needs an at
Would I be a dick if I use a hero point? I'm just kidding.
You know, you've got him.
I do, but
Whew.
alright. Actually, I used my 1 hero point. Because it takes me 5 of my hero points to use it. I used it the other day on you guys. I do not have enough. It takes me 5 just to get a 1d8. Because I thought you guys would roll a lot more 1s than you do, but you don't. Until the other day. Then I actually got quite a few.
Yeah, we did roll that one.
Alright, they're like... So, we're just going to say, for RP purposes, that there's been a lot of back and forth. It's been... there's been a lot of tension. Sin and Katara stepping up, arguing their points. The Baron and Isaac's arguing their points. It's just like this.
Wait, Isaac was helping the Baron?
Sorry, just the Baron.
Okay.
The Baron and his wife
Okay.
are arguing their points, and it's just been like this big back and forth that's been going on for like 2-3 hours of this banter of who's right. So after the time comes, that you feel the crowd start like jumping on your guys' side, and they start chanting basically to burn the Baron, burn the Baroness, burn them all.
God, these people are evil. I mean, I step in and I was like, as we were going to just be banished, I feel like banishment would be also the right play. I look at my fellow adventurers, comrades, if they're in agreement.
Now you guys can all chip in.
Trauma nods.
Yeah, Corzin understands the sentiment, but also is wary of danger of leaving people who were willing to hurt us and kill us alive.
I do not wish to be like him, but at the same time, it feels man like this, he is like fox trying to get into hen's coop. As long as he lives, he will always try to find a way to get into the hen's coop. He will always be looking to find a way back to power. To get what he wants.
But is that a death sentence?
I mean, he's been trying to get us killed.
Well, at the end of the day, we've all said that it has to be up to the town.
Ultimately, yes, I think Ramadan is correct. We said that we should leave it up to the town.
I look at
And the
Skarn
town
and
seems
Zella and all
adamant.
that. Is this what the town wants?
I mean, it's what they've known. I don't.
Can we show them a different way?
A council.
How about
Decision.
imprisonment? You know, it doesn't have to be banishment. It could be imprisonment. I mean, I'd hate to see, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, we did say we'd let the town decide, but we also have to show them a better way. And this is a good way to try to show them a better way. Just put them in prison.
Let me see what I have here.
Burn a light
Burn 'em, burn 'em.
Oh no. I don't know why, but the Trogdor thing is stuck in my head when you keep on saying burn him.
Burninating the peasant. Well, we
Well-
can either see if they can form a council of elected individuals right now and have them make a decision, or let the mob decide that their mayor's done, because that's how they've always done it, and then move on with our life.
I look at the burgomaster and see how what he's feeling like with the all saying burn him, burn him. Is there actual fear in his eyes at this point?
Okay, so he can see that you guys are having a dilemma about it, and that the fact that you guys are actually considering it, he's like, huh. And we were the monsters, huh? I thought you guys were talking about how that was wrong. It's so easy when you're in the position of power, huh?
Katara goes, grabs the burgomaster by the cuff, like at his neck, and was like,
Yeah,
remember,
do it. You'll feel better.
Remember, I am nothing like you. And she turns to the towns like, I will not be like this man. This man has made you guys into a what was the word looking for? A
Good people.
No, into a mob of people who just wants to crave death. Strahd has made you into a mob of people where everybody just wants to crave death in this
safety.
No, you guys crave death in this forsaken world and you don't even realize it. Therefore, I will not be burning the burgomaster. He will be imprisoned.
Who's gonna watch him?
We will deal with that. He will be sent to a different town to be looked over.
Everyone agree with this?
I do not outwardly
None of us
disagree
is not
with
going to
it.
say anything.
Okay.
But add a character. I'm thinking we're making a lot of promises that we have no idea how we're going to upkeep.
Qatar would not burn a person right at the stake. So somebody can grab the burgomaster and chuck him in the flame. I don't care at this point, but she would not do it. She will not turn and be like him. She's been arguing the whole fact against it. And him saying those words pissed her off enough where she's not going to just have him burn. So
I think he's also... Yeah, I shouldn't really say anything out of character, because in character I don't think Tanavasa doesn't have the force of character to... He's just going to kind of go along with it. And just let him... He'll go with the loudest voice in the party.
We can also ask the significant others like the blacksmith and Scran and Zella and Rictavio and all them who saw all this go on, and maybe not Rictavia so much, but the others who have been within the town and have their best interest, because they, like everyone else, is surviving.
I'm going to say
input would be very helpful.
With these guys, you've heard their side and their thoughts on things, but I feel like if I keep talking about it, I'm going to give you guys what I think the answer should be. So it's like I don't want to keep like I've made their opinions felt, but I don't want to just like, oh yeah, you guys should definitely do it or you shouldn't, because then I feel like I'm influencing too much.
Right.
well, Katara spoke her piece, so that's what she said. She will not stoop down to the burgo
So
master's
what
level.
town are you guys going to send them to?
I want Irina to contact her brother and have him in charge imprisoning him at that town. But
Okay.
that would be a
Barovia?
process, but we can have people, like, not us take him there, but somebody have a...
No. I'm saying this as like you should probably remember this part. That town's not in good shape. You don't even know what kind of power the brother has at the moment. Like, remember when you left, he said he was going to try to. I'm not saying you don't do it. I'm just saying you guys left that town in a very, like, it's not like in a good way.
Well, I'm not...
Well, the way I see it, we can either imprison him here and leave him under the guard of the townsfolk who understand him as evil. We can exile him and leave him to the wilds, and maybe not he survives, maybe not he comes back. We burn him, or I don't think just like absolving ourselves of this is a little late for that point. So like, do we want to keep him alive, and if so, imprison here or exile, or do we want to kill him? If so, burn at the stake or take him out of town and then kill him.
Well, let's just go a vote of all the players.
Well, trauma wouldn't be for execution.
So imprisonment
Yeah,
or exile.
It would be imprisonment or exile, preferably prison.
So you guys do know, you haven't been there yet, but there is another town to the west, the one that you guys, Krezek, that you guys keep hearing about.
Oh,
But you don't
And
know
we do
much
gotta go
about
there.
it, but you could take them there.
I'm in favor of exile.
Okay? So we have one exile, we have one imprisonment or exile,
I'd say-
with favoring imprisonment.
yeah, and then, but yeah, the other town, we can see how that is.
Sin?
I don't. Imprisonment and exile seem like equal choices to me.
Okay. In King?
I mean, Tanavasa ultimately, like, he would vote to have him killed because he would think that he's too... He wouldn't burn him, though. He would just literally go up and crush his own head himself. He thinks burning him is more barbaric, and he would just make...
Off with
He
your
wouldn't
head.
make a big spectacle of it. He would just end him quickly.
Yeah, Corzin doesn't like the idea of leaving people who want harm on him or his allies at their back. Like, who knows who he's going to go talk to, who he's going to get, what force he's going to rally, what hag power he can bargain for. Like, we don't know what he and Isaac and his wife are capable of, but they will be out there if we exile them. And if we imprison them, they can be freed. So, like, until they are dead, they will always be a risk. In lieu of killing them, I think exile is our best bet. Or constant watch, but I'm in favor of exile.
Katara would say, yeah, it could come bite us in the ass later, but she said, let the family fend themselves out of this town, exile.
Okay. So that's what we're gonna do then. The whole town.
She doesn't trust imprisonment because someone's gonna let him go. So he could find his way back in too, but at least we're able to walk around the town and we're not stooping down to his level and killing people.
The whole town, you hear them mumble as like they don't necessarily agree, but everyone kind of like walks them out. They open the gate, lead them out, close the gate behind. You do get a sense that the guards are on your guys' side now. It's not like
they're just gonna let him back.
yeah,
in.
I mean they didn't have a allegiance to the Baron. They have allegiance to the town and whatever kept safe. So the town basically formed a council of Irina, Vasily, Stella. Is that her name?
Stella.
Zella.
Or Zella.
Zella and Irina. I said Irina, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's basically them. Skarn he's a brute. He's not part of it. So they did form a council that they're going to try to rule from. And that would pretty much become a conclusion to Vallaki.
Yeah.
Yay.
You overthrew a dictator and imposed our own government.
He did.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like the
Crazy.
CIA.
It was good thing too. It's like those hero points for good calls because because the rolls were too close and they're probably erring more on his side. So that's why I'm like, okay, we're gonna do one final roll.
And I feel like
I was sweating a little bit
to try to continue like a celebration of the town after it did. I feel like Katara would have like hyped them up about we will destroy Strahd and get the town all that, and then burn all the cultists like.
Burn all the cultists.
No,
oh my god.
Their mantles, their thing, or something like have some kind of burning for them, but show them that there's a different way. You don't need to burn people, you know. Like we're going to be destroying Strahd.
Yeah. So sorry the session was a little bit slower, guys, but it had to be done. There's no way we can do the fight, but I do think next session we should leave, or we should move on from the town for a little bit. And
well, that's our whole thing as adventurers.
I think we need to establish like town politics, like who's going to be a treasurer, who's going to be primary, who's going to be a financier. It's like a 3-week kind of thing, Jim.
Yeah.
yeah. Let's say that I think the council can now start taking some of that. And then our goal, like we told them,
you know what we could do?
Start going and
have
destroying
you guys
Strahd.
in charge, and from now on, all of our sessions
all our
are
sessions will just
like,
be us running the
town
town.
politics. Does that sound fun, guys?
No.
Yeah.
Our goal is to get
Sounds
out
great.
of the zone. We got
Wonderful.
sucked out of our own world of the Forgotten Realms
we're
or
getting out of
whatever.
Yeah.
We got sucked out of our own world in this world, but our
No,
goal
I am glad though that we're not leaving this town with someone in charge that's antagonistic to us.
yes.
Yeah, no, that's huge.
Now, as I'm saying, we need this town as a resource to be able to have as a resource to come back to if we get in danger. Have a resource to go.
Right now, it's a resource fully in your guys' favor too. Like,
and yeah,
people
the
in position
Burgomaster could come bite us in the ass later, but that would be fun to see what happens. You know, it's like
still worth the trade, yeah.
Yeah, I just could not see. Thank God we're not banished from the town because I feel like this town is important for us to have. Irina's link to Irina, I feel like it's also important that now we got to concentrate on the gems and concentrate on the wizard tower and all that kind of stuff. Go to that other town, make some money, you know. It's like
Good.
Yeah, I mean, that was fun because it was totally off book. Like, nothing in the book ever said anything about taking out both, and so it's kind of cool that we're able to do something with that. But yeah, hopefully.
Basically, our adventurers are ruling Vallaki now.
Yeah, essentially.
Does the story have a natural contingency for the Baron being killed?
No. Well, it
No.
had a
Okay.
contingency for one side winning. So if the Baron was killed, there was a contingency that the cult, like, basically the book figured you would take one side, but you guys just didn't. You guys just went on getting them both gone. The book did not have a thing for that.
Gotcha.
Is the Baron always a dick in this campaign?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Like, why would you
he's
ever
a
want to
dick, but-
side with the Baron when he treated us the way he treated us after doing the cultists? Like,
Well,
because we took.
you gotta remember, the
Stella and
cultist
they-
wasn't. You guys weren't necessarily supposed to deal with it like that either.
Oh, that's right. We charge right in.
You got charged right in, and yeah. So there was definitely, which I'm not saying you did it wrong. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun way of doing it, but there was definitely things that weren't supposed to happen, and that's why we were in this town so much longer than supposed to. That's why you guys are still level 5.
But it's not like it was fun. Still.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
So it was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I just know
I've
a
had
lot
a
of
blast.
people. I mean, like
we put ourselves in this.
it's also
position,
fun to
so-
fight. So I feel
yeah.
bad when we go through sessions like this that
Yeah, sessions like this need to happen time to
they
time.
do.
Yeah,
Like,
I love story
or it
rich
just
stuff.
becomes like the last campaign where it's just like feels like a dungeon crawl and you're just like fighting constantly and not really
Right.
to make an enriched
So like
story.
combat's important and it's fun, but that's like my least favorite part of D&D. Like I love the story, the development, the intrigue, learning the secret strings that pull the story. I love it.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like combat.
No, I feel you. No, I'm happy you feel that way because, like I said, I do feel a little self-conscious in these kind of episodes because like people fight.
Nah, bro, it's been a blast. Nah, it's been a blast, man.
But yeah, I am sorry though. I do think we're taking next Sunday off just because it's the release weekend of Dawn Trail, and I'm gonna be going.
Oh no!
Yeah, I figured we have a few other Dawn Trailers in here, so I figured they won't be too upset. But then we'll be back at it next Sunday or the Sunday after that, and then
July.
hopefully back in the full thing.
So yeah, it should be. Let's see. If we take the 30th off, we're going
It's
for
gonna be
sure.
the 7th, I think.
Yeah, the 7th.
7th.
But I don't think at 7, 14, 21st, 28th.
I don't see anything else
yeah,
coming in the future that's
we
gonna
could do
stop
all-
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
like another holiday or something, which isn't in like. I think the next holiday is Thanksgiving, so.
Yeah, but we're not camping at all while it's this hot, so we have no camping trips planned or anything.
Oh, we're camping.
No, you are in your nice
We
little
will
air
probably
conditioned.
in September. Jay and I will go camping, so there might be one day in September where we can't. Though.
But all right, guys, I'm glad you had fun. Discord's open. Hold on, let me at King. No session next Sunday.
What?
I know next Sunday I'm gonna get. Are we playing today or is it next week? But yeah, good job to you guys. You guys really did good with that town. We're just ending a little early because I have nothing else planned. like
That's
it
fine.
was so hard because I didn't know what the outcome of this was gonna be, so I had no way to really plan anything after
I just
this.
could not see my character throwing him into the fire after he said
No.
those words too. That's not. She's trying to
Like,
lead a town, not
Even as a
feed the
DM,
town.
I'm torn on the decision too.
Yeah.
Because like.
I can understand why Tanu would just be like, "Screw this guy" and bash his head in.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
But
I could see letting him go is scary. Keeping him in jail is scary, and killing him just feels wrong.
It's the only safe thing
But
to
it is
do
the
is
only
to
safe.
kill
Like,
them.
I probably would have been more
plus
on
the
the side
wife,
of killing him,
I don't even
but-
know the wife that well to just go burn her at the stake. You know, she's a,
It would have been just in the sense that that was the crime that everyone else had been punished for, regardless of if they'd actually done it. Like everyone's been burned. Like they would have had it coming. They're not absolved of it.
I mean, if he would have been burned, like I don't think, like trauma. wouldn't have liked it, but in the same token, that would have brought some justice too. So, I mean, it's really a conundrum. I mean, you know, so yeah, it's
Yeah,
either way.
we made ourselves
I
like
don't
a
know
huge
if there was-
conundrum there.
I don't know if there was a necessarily, because if we burned him on the stake, then they just were showing him, no, we're going to keep doing what he was doing before. So you kind of have to
Right.
show him a
I'm
new
glad
way.
though that you felt that there was
But-
at least a conundrum, because like I didn't want just like taking over a town that shouldn't have happened to be easy. So I
Yeah.
wanted it to be like, okay, well,
And you gotta
where's the power
remember,
vacuum
our
going to happen?
adventurers,
Where's the...
our past history together, things don't go well with us. Remember, that's why we took this job, because we were
Right.
all desperate for money, and we're now trying to better ourselves, and now we're all of a sudden finding like this purpose in this town that we never even wanted to be in, and instead of being these mercenaries, we're almost becoming like the adventurers that people will look up to. She didn't want to feel like this town needs hope. This town just doesn't need safety; it needs hope.
No, you guys did
Right,
that.
the future of something better than burning at the stakes in Strahd's finger. Yeah.
But great job today, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get off here because Sassy and I have not eaten all day besides the smoothie.
I know.
So
We're
we need to
hungry.
eat something. But awesome job today, guys. Super fun. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right, see you guys.
GG's.
GG's. Bye, guys.
All right, fam,
Later.
we are going to wrap things up. We're starving. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on another awesome D&D session.
Yes.
We are going to be doing a double header tonight. We're going to take like a 30 minutes to an hour break, get some food in us, and then we'll be back with some Final Fantasy 14.
Double header.
Double header Sunday. You guys are absolutely awesome, though. Thanks so much for all the support in D&D. I really enjoy D&D.
God, it was just I was so torn. That was a rough one.
Yeah, I don't even know the right answer.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't want to be the one to answer with my guys, because like I don't want to swing your guys' decision. But yeah, so love you guys. See you guys in like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, if you're into 14 and not just D&D. Love y'all.
Bye, guys.
And bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.